Okay, folks, here we are again. Let's uh let's get into some talk here. Make sure this thing ain't overheating. Okay, y'all. Let's see what we got here. We'll get into this. What is this? UFC 281, right? Yeah, 281. All right. So you got a few of y'all in here. Make sure you hit the like button. We can get it. We can get it cracking. We can get it on. Let's see Sync's in the building. What's up, Sync? Lolita, what's going on? Marcus, Zaman in the building. Ernest, Efren, what's going on, man? And Two Beast, what's up, man? Yeah, man, it is UFC 281. We are what, 3 nights away? And I'm gonna go ahead and put this out right away. I will not be able to do a fight companion this weekend. I know it sucks, right? I am not gonna be able to do a fight companion this weekend, so hey, it'll be okay. Let's see. Will I? Nah, I won't be able to. Not this weekend. I mean, it's the big one. I could possibly slide in that co-main event, maybe. We'll see. But anything else, no, I won't be covering this weekend. No. Mojo, what's up, man? Let's see, because we got 3 fights on this one. So no. I'll see if I can do the co-main. We'll see. But it's pretty much a no-go for now. And that's a good one, too. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. Before we get to talking about the fights, really breaking them down on this episode, because, yeah, I'm not going to be on tomorrow or Friday. And like I said, Saturday, no fight companion. Maybe Sunday. Yeah, maybe we'll slide in Sunday. Yeah, I know what I was going to say. Okay, yeah. You know what's crazy about the co-main event is I'm going to have a pick, of course, but I'm not really going for just one person in this fight this time. I mean, I don't know if it's because of the energy from everybody just wanting one person to win. And I just hate seeing an underdog get done dirty sometimes. You know what I mean? I always got to go for the underdog. Like, that's not my full pick, but I'm just saying, like, however this co-main event turns out, I think I'll be happy with it for a couple of reasons. And I'll get to that here in a minute. I'll tell y'all why in a minute. But I think y'all know why. I misspelled sin too. I can spell. I just messed up here. Let me fix that real quick. On the little banner. I don't use this banner enough. But let me update it. There we go. All right, y'all. So yeah, welcome back, y'all. We back in here. Gonna talk some WMMA fights. We got UFC 281 coming up this weekend. And we got 3 fights on this one. 3 good ones. Strawweights, 2 strawweight fights, 2 different levels, and a good flyweight fight. Back to the flyweight division again, right? We got kick it off on the early prelims is Carolina Kowalkiewicz and Sylvania Juarez, right? And then on the preliminary card, we got Molly McCann and Aaron Blanchfield. Okay, that's a good fight. 2 top 15 fighters. All right, that's good. Then the main card, co-main event, we got Carlos Esparza and Weili. So yeah, it's going down. Good mix of fights here, different styles. I'm excited about this. Definitely excited about the co-main event. Good to see them back in action. Especially Weili. And for Carlos, she's gonna be in a fight that's gonna push her. So yeah, let's work our way up, just like we were watching the fights. We're gonna start with Carolina and Sylvania first. Pennsylvania. No, Sylvania. Yeah, let's talk about that fight first. Before we get into it, though, what do y'all think about the odds for some of these fights, like the Carla and Zhang Weili fight? Do y'all think the odds are about right? You think it should be that one sided, or you think it's just because people want to see the belt change to another champion? What do you think? And from my understanding, Molly McCann and Aaron Blanchfield, their fight was it's pretty tight, right? The last time I checked the odds, which was like a day ago, Blanchfield and McCann is kind of tight. It's a little bit closer, right? I can understand why with that one. The more and more I look at the style matchup, and really looking at what they both bring to the table, and just looking at momentum with Molly and Aaron. Carla and Zhang, I thought that would be a little bit tighter, But okay, Saint said he thinks it's fair. Just honestly, he thinks it's laughable. Okay, all right. Yeah, I was just kind of wondering what everybody thought. Sometimes when it comes down to feelings, feelings do kind of play in the some people's odds. Especially if they ain't really familiar with, or they don't want to really familiarize themselves with a particular fighter, and they just want to see that fighter go. It'll kind of push certain things out the door, like any type of logic. Sometimes. Man, I thought I fixed that. Hang on one second. I thought I did. Hold on. Edits. But yeah, that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to start with these prelim fights first. There you go. Save. And like I said, open link. If anybody want to give their picks on air, they can. I'll send the link out. That's the email address that I use at the bottom. So if anybody feeling a little gutsy and want to give their pick on live, they can do that. That's what that email address is for. You send your email address to that email address, and then I will send you a link to get on if you just want to give your pick real quick. That's what it's there for. Don't be scared. Don't be nervous. It's okay. All right. So let's talk about this fight first. Carolina and Sylvania Gomez. Is it Gomez? Juarez, yeah. A long name, right? All right. So let's look at the record of Carolina first here. Carolina, I'm going to pull this thing up here because I want to make sure I'm going through it right with y'all. Some of the stuff I always remember off top, but I like to just kind of make sure I'm spitting facts though here. All right. So Carolina, she's coming off a win from back in June. If y'all remember, her first win in like 4 years, almost 4 years, against the same opponent that she had beat prior to that nasty 5-fight losing streak, right? That was crazy. Last fight that she beat was Felice Herrig. And the only way to crack that 5-fight losing streak was Felice Herrig again. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. That is crazy. So since then, Carolina still working, trying to work it out at ATT, trying to improve on her feet a little bit, make wiser choices. But one of the things, I've been seeing from her, she's been working her grappling a little bit more. She's been trying to work on her takedowns, trying to master that level to avoid taking punishment. And that's something I've always said about Carolina throughout the years is, she's got to be smarter with this style of hers. Like, it's okay if you want to go in there and pocket and bang, but you've got to be the type of fighter that knows when to bang, when to get out, how to slip shots, how to get your shots off, and that's it. But sometimes, Carolina stays in there too much. She just stays in there way too much, head up, chin up, and that's how she's been getting destroyed. and she was easy to take down too early on. There was a time I used to consider her elite, and that was like maybe 6 years ago, 6, 7 years ago, when I first seen her, because she was beating a few of the fighters in the top 15. Like Randa and Rose. And then when I saw her give Joanna a good fight, I was like, okay, this girl standing her ground. But then she started kind of losing it when I saw just that one dimension to her. Just going in there and brawling it out, banging too much. And then it all came crushing down, tumbling down when Andrade came through. And I'd say Andrade probably destroyed two fighters off top that I can think of. That she made two fighters just completely different, and they're not the same. And y'all know who I'm going to say, right? Two fighters she's destroyed, and they haven't been the same. That'd be Claudia and Carolina, right? Yeah, they've never been the same, man. But since then, Carolina has not only just been destroyed by Jessica Andrade and had the fight taken out of her, she also had a broken eye socket too. Matter of fact, that fight was just playing. I just had UFC Fight Pass playing, and Carolina Jan just came on. Just random. I had it on the live version, and Carolina and Jan was just on just about an hour ago, and I was just looking at it, and I was like, man, this girl is taking punishment. So she suffered a lot of damage, psychologically and physically. But with that win she got, it kind of put her back into a better place. But I'm still not sure if she's in that better place yet, because again, that's a win over a fighter that she beat 4 years ago, and one that was already on her way out to retirement as well, Felice Harry. So going into this fight here, but Carolina's facing Savannah Juarez, who's 37, might seem older for, MMA years, but they're both 37. But I tell you what, I actually think Carolina's an older 37 than Juarez. Some people don't understand that, but I think so, man. I think Carolina is an older 37 than Juarez is. And that's because of that damage taken. Because the more damage you take to the brain, to the body, that can age you. It can. When you get to a certain age when the brain can't recover, your brain starts to, that age progression starts to take over. Sometimes you hit about 40 years old, you can have like a 60-year-old, 70-year-old brain, and not a healthy one. So I think she's definitely faced more damage. So going into this fight, man, I think Juarez, looking at what she's bringing to the table, I know it's kind of limited on the ground. Her IQ can kind of be a little iffy, but I think if it stays standing in this fight, she's got the perfect style to make this an easy night for herself. Juarez has a perfect style to make this an easy night for herself. I mean, if you look at her boxing, look at her stand-up, her movement, how she measures range, this is kind of like the perfect textbook style for her. Carolina is. Even if Carolina was to try for the ground in this fight, you keep her at that range with your jab. She's got a good calculated overhand right. She has a lot of things going for it that can make this an easy win. But the thing is, can she do that? Or will she get too happy off of one punch? Now, I'm looking back at that Vanessa Demopoulos fight. I was like, why did she do that? She landed a perfect right hand and then just was like, let me jump in here and dive in and try to finish her off. When she should have let Demopoulos stand back up, line up the perfect punch, and end it that way, right? But maybe she's learned from that, right? Hopefully she's learned from that. So for Juarez in this fight, we keep it simple. She just needs to keep this fight standing at a good range to get off her power shots. She's got some good power in those hands when she extends her shots. Set up her right hand, keep Carolina behind the jab. Don't stand in the pocket there so Carolina can switch, drop a level on her and take her down. No need for her to even try to take it there. So I think Juarez can just win comfortably on the feet until she finds that opening to land a big shot and get Carolina out of there. I think she has the speed at 37. I think she still has better speed, better timing than Carolina. You know, decent chin. Decent chin. So if she needed to get in the pocket, I think she could hang with Carolina. But again, if you have the better skills overall, there's no need to be in there. No need to be in there, right? For Carolina, she's got to be straighter with her punches. Sometimes she just gets to brawling mode. She just likes to swing wild. And let me look at Carolina's record. Like for Carolina to swing and bang, how many people has she knocked out like that? Well, let's see. 1, 2, nope. Well, yeah, for somebody that brawls a lot, Carolina ain't knocked anybody out in 10 years. She got one first round stoppage off of punches back in 2012. But since then, it was all decisions and a couple of submissions. And from there, it was the losing streak. But yeah, she hasn't really knocked anybody out. So for Carolina always thinking that she can go in there and just bang, I don't know who told her to have that type of brawling style. Like even when she brawled with Joanna, yeah, it won her the fight against Rose, but it didn't win her the fight against Andrade. None of these fighters, So her whole thing to me, she's going to be a stand-up fighter. She needs to fight off of points more. Fight off of points, and then look for those openings like Caitlin Kagan does. Then surprise the fighter with the takedown. Surprise with takedowns, and then get that ground control in. So she needs to be straight with her punches. Volume, straight volume, not a lot of hooks, because she's gonna get caught in there. Believe me, she's gonna get caught if she come in there swinging against a boxer like Juarez, right? Straight punches, take the fight to the ground. Keep it there if she can, because you don't want to face a lot of damage. So to me, it kind of has to be a boring fight for Carolina to win. If she wants to prolong her career, if she wants to prolong that career, it's going to have to be takedowns, inside clinch, just boring, so she can keep this thing going. If she wants to keep fighting, that's what it's got to be. No more exciting slugfest, no more doing what the fans say. It's got to be a boring fight to avoid punishment, or one-sided if you can outstrike her. You know what I mean? So I just see her taking this thing to the ground, working on that, getting her work in, and also, like I said, keeping her punches straight and trying to time Juarez. But that's going to be a big task. I mean, for me, honestly, when this fight starts, I can see Carolina being a little cautious. Then I can see her revert right back to what she does when Juarez starts connecting. And then eventually when she gets in the pocket, the same punches that Felice caught her with back in June, I can see Juarez landing them shots, creating range, boom, landing something big, maybe getting Carolina out of there in round 1 or 2. So I'm going to go with Juarez in this fight by a stoppage. I don't know what round, but I see it as a stoppage. Now, if Juarez is smart, she creates that range. But the minute Juarez get too excited again, expect her to get submitted. Okay? But I see Juarez getting my girl Carolina out of there, I think Juarez has got the power. The boxing, the question is the IQ going to stick? Okay? So who do y'all got? I got Juarez. That one kind of went on a little bit longer on the pick because I was just looking at this record here, man. Like, man, Carolina faced a lot of damage and losses, man. So it's really hard to see her go in here and do something with somebody with hands and some good skills like this. And just off of the way she's looked in the past, like, I don't think any fighter can just create defense when it's hard to change up your style when you fought a certain way for years, So I can't I can see her just reverting back to her old ways. Like even if she was like a defensive fighter, like the minute she gets hit, she'll want to go and be explosive. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Juarez in this fight. I think Juarez can get it done, but she better stay out them. She better stay out them hands. She better stay out them clinches. All right, what do y'all got? What do y'all got? What's y'all's pick? Put y'all's pick in there. Let me know before we jump to this next fight here. This next one, boy, it's gonna be crazy. It is gonna be crazy. Let's see. Lolita said Carolina wins. Mel said Carolina's taking so much damage, which he has. Yes, he has. Robot Chicken, what's up? I'm taking Gomez. Okay, let me see. I'm just kind of going back up here. Okay, Mojo said Juarez. Yeah, she did. She floored Demopoulos hard. And let her come back. She let her come right back into the game, man. Oh man, that was crazy. But Carolina's faced a lot of damage throughout her careers, out of her fights in her career. Moses, I don't think Carolina can recover from one of the bombs like the Demopoulos did. No, I don't think she can at this point. Ooh, GP said he got Carolina by submission. That's an option. I don't see her winning on the feet, but that is an option. I can believe that. Thomas said Juarez by KO. Because I'm looking too at Juarez. She's made some bad mistakes in the past here. I mean, when Lupe beat her, it was like textbook. Like Lupe just went in there and like boxed her back. She was a stronger fighter, if I remember correctly, and she got her down. It was like textbook armbar, boom, and that was it. The Demopoulos fight was really hers to win, but it was almost hers, but nope. Then she bounced back with a good knockout win. So really, it's crazy. Juarez has only been in the UFC, let's see, for 3 fights, and she's only fought 3 rounds. She's been finished in 2 rounds and finished her opponent in 1 round. So she doesn't have a lot of experience either. She doesn't have a lot of experience. Mel said, did you hear Carla got booed at the presser? No, I didn't. I didn't even, I'm going to have to go back and look at it. And he said, Mel said, Carla got booed at New York presser, which is funny because the last time Weili got booed in New York. And it's all, that's why they can't take it to heart, because it just comes down to whoever everybody's feeling at the time. When it was Rose, people will boo Weili, right? But in this time, everybody likes Weili, but they're gonna boo Carla this time, right? And the next time around, if Rose will come back with the 3rd fight, they're gonna boo Weili again, right? So you really can't. You just gotta zone out, beat a heel if they want you to, and do your thing. You know what I mean? Just fight for you. That's why to me it's just like, Carla, just do your thing at this point. I can't believe people actually are trying to say stuff I say now as far as Carla having a chance. I can't believe some people actually believe that. See, I believe it, that she does. Like I know Weili could go in there and dominate, but if Carla's gotten better in the right places, I think she could actually have a good chance of winning, or make it difficult for Weili. I really believe that. Like I've been saying that since 2020. Like when I wanted Rose and Carla to fight the rematch. I'm surprised a lot of people are saying that now, because everybody used to say she was a coward or she was just a bad fighter. But now it's kind of changed, I guess. See, I just ain't saying anything. I just ain't saying it to say it. I really meant it. I got the videos to prove that too. So Lolita said, I didn't hear any booing. Okay. Maybe, I'm sorry. Maybe it was y'all talking about the big presser, right? Where everybody's sitting together. I'm assuming. Ravioli said, deep down, I don't think Carla has a chance. No, I do though. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you probably, yeah. I know what you mean. Some people just think Weili's too outgunned, but from my thinking, if if Carla has improved in the right places, I think she does. If the fight looks pretty, if the fight starts to look hard, and I'm gonna be like, all right, y'all, come on now. like, like Weili wins like a close decision, I'm gonna be like, okay, now. Mel said, who would boo Weili after the fight of the year against Joanna? Who would boo Weili after the fight of the year against Joanna? Rose fans, right? Ain't that how it worked? Rose fans, they would boo her. Or if it was the other way around, Weili fans would boo the Rose fans, right? So they'll find some reason to boo. You know, come on, they'll find some reason to boo somebody. But yeah, I think for the most part, everybody's picking Juarez, right? Everybody got Juarez. But no, we got some Carolina fans in there. We got some Carolina fans. BJ, what's going on? It's a hashtag guru. You know, who you got, BJ, in this Carolina Juarez fight? I'm gonna jump to my big fight right here. Oh, BJ said he got Carolina. Chen said she got Tatiana Suarez. No, I'm just playing. She got Juarez. Juarez with a J. Yeah, hold that thought, Mel. We're going to talk about that if that happens. We're going to talk about that here. Believe me, I want what's best for the sport too, but at the same time, I'm going to show the fighter respect, but it's like business too. You know, you didn't respect your workers, but if one of them is not performing a certain task, I'd be like, I respect you now, but you know, hey, I got to give it to this person here because this person here is doing better than you. You know what I mean? Like it's like business. It's not a personal thing, it's a business thing. Like Carla's a good person, good fighter, but when it comes down to what's bringing in the money and what's holding us back, we got to go with the one with the bigger brand and the exciting style and high work ethic, right? But you done got me started, man. Hold on, I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. We can hold off on that. I got to talk about this other fight. Carolina looked good last time out. He said he got Carolina. Okay. Ravioli said Carolina will probably out-gravel her. Okay. Yeah. Okay, everybody got a mix here. Which I expected. Carolina's got experience. She's got some skills. Juarez only has 3 rounds of experience in the UFC. Not even full rounds, of course. You know, so it's a fight that can go any way. Mark said, I don't think even with damage, Carolina, she still can win this against Juarez. Oh, no doubt. She can win this fight. It's not out the door. It's how she wins it. Right? It's how she wins it. I don't see her winning this thing in a boxing match. But if she go take it to the ground, back to my keys to victory. It has to be a fight where she doesn't take a lot of damage. Right? Less damage, the more chance she has to win. The less damage, the more chance she has to win. Boom. Let's talk about it. Here we go. Aaron Blanchfield. Oh, I hope that wasn't loud. I must hit the mic in y'all's ear. Sorry about that. This is the fight I'm looking forward to. This is on the prelims, y'all. Before we talk about it, hit the like button. Hit the like button because we over here doing promotion for some of y'all's favorite fighters. You know, we promote WMMA over here. Not just one fighter. Not just one fighter we simp over. We promote the whole sport. Yeah, we got like 20 people, 8 likes. So hit that like. Let's get up to 15 at least. Let's get up to 15 at least now. Come on. Some people always tell me, "Oh, I can't find your live when you go live." Well, I'm like, hit the like button, and that'll help. That'll help you find it. That'll give you notification next time. All right. So you got like 24 people. Make sure you hit the like again, and then we'll talk about this fight here. Give me 1 second here. Sneak said, "Who are you sneak dissing? Sneak dissing where? I ain't when did I sneak diss somebody? Did I miss something?" Did I miss something? The only person I sneak diss is BJ, but then I come right out and I hit him hard with it. No, I'm just playing. I'm just messing. Okay. Well, Mel, I don't think that either. I think there's some people that actually like Carla, like BJ, right? BJ is actually rooting for her because he likes the style. Like, it's not that they want the sport to die. You know, everybody has their taste. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna go as far as to say that. Like, if BJ wants Carla to win, it's not because he hates the sport and he wants it to die. BJ, you explain it. If you're Carla, if you picking Carla, explain that to him, her, you know, because some people just like their fighter. Now, overall, what's best for the sport is a dominant champion, an exciting champion, entertaining champion, a champion with drive, a champion that likes their fans and likes to be around their fans and just has that good nature about them. That's what the sport needs, right? Mel said definitely hates the sport. They know Carl is not good for the sport. I ain't gonna say that. I won't go as far as say that. Like I said, we'll talk to somebody who's actually picking Carl. See, BJ, I'm picking Carl because there's plenty of reason to pick Carl. Elite wrestler, elite WMMA fighter, 2-time champion. Why not root for Carla? There you go, Mel. See, there you go. But like I said, hold that thought. We'll jump back to it, Ash. So hold your load on that one. I know you really want to go in on Carla right now, but just hold your breath. Hold your freaking breath. No, I'm just playing. Okay. Now we got this site loaded up. Took long enough. Yeah, there you go, Efren. I'm gonna leave that comment right here. Efren makes the most sense. I mean, they wouldn't be watching WMMA if they hate it, right? They wouldn't be watching it in the first place. Mr. Gonzalez probably makes one of the best points there. If they don't like it, they won't be watching it. Because I am. If I don't like anchovies on my pizza, I'm not gonna ask for it. And I won't hate it because I just don't like it. Just don't like it. Probably not the best analogy, but still, I'm not gonna waste my time hating something that I don't like. Does that make sense? Don't. I'm gonna type this in the comments so this way. Don't waste. You don't have to make. It makes sense, right? Don't waste your time hating something you don't like, right? That makes sense. That that comment does make sense, right? Don't waste time hating something you don't like. Yeah, running rings are true. See, that's what I'm saying. It makes sense. Okay, but that's what we do. We sidebar, we talk a little bit. Now let's jump over here and talk about Aaron and I'm sorry to keep going. Aaron and Molly. Okay, Molly McCann, number 15 right now. Aaron is number 12. Let's pull up these records. This is gonna be a good fight, y'all. Aaron Blanchfield. She's part of my triple threat, quadruple threat. You know what? Yeah, quadruple threat. Aaron Blanchfield is a good, growing, well-rounded fighter. She's 9-1. She's only 23. Still growing. Still growing. So if anybody talking trash about her style, she's still growing. At 23, already a black belt in jiu-jitsu. I believe she got it when she was like late teens, or was it really early 20s, like 20 years old? But she's been in the game for a minute. She's been in the game for a minute. I'm telling you, since she was 19. You know, I've been watching her since the beginning, and each time, you know, she shows some growth, raw, but still getting better as a fighter. I mean, got good names on her resume to start off. Got a win over my girl Brittany Cloudy, yeah. Beat Kay Hansen. I thought you could have gave her the fight against Tracy Cortez. You know, I would have given her that fight against Tracy Cortez, but hey, Tracy got it. But still, that shows you a good level of fight she's got. And I mean, go back and look at her head kick knockout over Victoria Leonardo. I think if anybody has stopped Victoria Leonardo in impressive fashion, I think we got to say she was the number one to do it. Over Manone's win and over Melissa Gatto's win, of course. Like, that head kick knockout was like, wow. And that was whenever, you know, some people didn't think she really had striking. You know, she's really been working on that striking. Not Brogan, but yeah, she beat Brogan as well. But Victoria Leonardo was seen as the striker in that fight. But Aaron was going to be seen as the grappler. But nah, man, she came in with the kickboxing. Bad head kick knockout, man. Bad head kick knockout. No, I'm saying it was nasty, but go back and look at it. If you see this one, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not saying hers wasn't nasty, but this one was nastier because she did it first. I mean, she did this thing back in 2020, and it was crazy. I mean, you had the sound up. You heard that foot hit the side of her jaw. No, I'm not, you know, I ain't taking away from Manone, but shoot, I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. This one was nasty. All right. And jumping into the UFC, she got 3 wins. Man, she handled my girl Miranda Maverick. I mean, she handled her for 3 rounds. I mean, she was picking Miranda up and handling her. I couldn't believe it. Aaron beat Sarah Alpar. But the fight that kind of comes into question, man, was the JJ Aldridge fight, man. JJ Aldridge, I gave her a chance in that fight. The striking was nice, but you know what it is? They separated themselves. They really separated themselves. Like, JJ's got a lot of good technique, but I didn't really see the killer instinct in there. Aaron got a good balance of technique, but I saw the killer instinct kick in, man. Like, when she found that opening in the second round, She went straight for the neck, man. She went straight for that guillotine. I mean, y'all remember? Y'all remember how it went? Like, JJ had a good first round, but Aaron was still always in it. Like, go back and look at the fight. Aaron was not frustrated. Yeah, she got hit a couple, hit with some good strikes. But the minute she made that adjustment, saw the opening, she took it, got the win. And I think that's what's going to carry her throughout her career. Even when she's down, she's dangerous, or she'll make an adjustment to your style and find a way to get the victory. That's what I'm saying. Aaron is the one, man. Like, Aaron is part of that. She's part of that triple threat, or quadruple threat for a reason. See, BJ said Aaron was frustrated. Nah, I don't think so. Because, man, like, if you go back and look at how she was just constantly putting pressure on and she never stopped. And then the minute, I can't remember what it was JJ did, how she did it with that neck was wide open and she got it, man. I was like, yo. But shout out to JJ. That could have been her chance to get ranked, man. But, that's how it go. You just got to kind of build that killer instinct up, Molly. Let's take a look at Molly, man. I know some of y'all hate Molly. A lot of people dislike Molly. They were mad that she got the 15 spot. But my thing is, look, when you beat 3 unranked fighters, you get a 15 spot. I can't argue. She beat Jin Kim, Luana Carolina. Now I know the Hannah Goldie win ain't all that, but how many of these unranked fighters are going on 3-4 fight win streaks now, right? Some of these girls are already losing at the bottom. At least Molly put together a 3-fight win streak. Now I know you people will say she got hand-fed opponents, but hey, same fighters at the bottom. Same fighters at the bottom. So she's in the 15 spot now. So this is her biggest contest, or her biggest competition. And we'll see what she can do, man. Molly, what is Molly now? Like 30, 32? 32, 5'4". About 9 years older than Aaron. Okay, yeah, about the same height, same size. Age difference here. Molly got a little bit of experience. She's kind of had, she's gonna have that mature level of thinking somewhat going into this fight. We'll see who can be more patient and disciplined. Would an older fighter be able to? Or would it be Aaron? Molly is known mostly for her boxing. Her boxing, her striking is not the same as JJ, but it could be some issues for Aaron. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real in this one, okay? Aaron's in the threat list for a reason, but if she's not on her game in this fight, this one here, it could be one of them fights where something could get exposed, or Molly could make it an ugly night for Aaron. So Aaron's got to be on her game, and she got to be prepared to nullify that boxing. That right hand it can be tricky. Molly's got she got some speed to her. She definitely got some speed. She can throw some combinations, but it's that right hand, like that right hand she was throwing even on Tyler Santos. You got to nip that in the bud early. You can't let her find range. I think for Aaron in this fight, she got to be tight with her hands. She's got to keep her hands up. For right hands, combinations, the spinning back elbow. Molly's actually like, I think she's got the bigger fan base. Like, when it comes down to it, I think a lot of people in New York actually like her a little bit more than Aaron. Aaron's a Jersey girl, but they actually kind of seem to want to go more for Molly in this fight. So, Molly might be hyped up to try to get another spinning back elbow finish, So for me, Aaron has to keep it tight, got to keep her hands up, fight at that mid-range where she can get off her strikes, find her reach, extend her reach out, And then after that, use those body kicks to kind of slow Molly down, punch her way in, but be smart about it. When she gets Molly going on the back foot towards the cage, punch her way in, clinch up, knee that body, take away her footwork, take away her balance. That take away all of that, take away her boxing. Make it a mauling fight. Take this thing to the ground. Erin, for one, I know she has the better ground game. I think we can all admit that the better grappler here is Erin. So when she gets the earlier she can get this fight to the ground, that's money for her. Could be a bonus. You know what I mean? Could be more money. She could get a finish if she takes this thing down early. Let's see. Because I was about to pull up. Let me pull up this. Can't really measure off that Hannah Goldie fight, but I mean, if you go back and look at some of her other performances, I could see Erin doing some things like even Gillian Robertson had done to Molly. Because Molly stayed in that fight for like 3 rounds, but you can maul her, take her down, wear her down. Because as long as Molly's not getting into a groove, you can wear her down. Like, when she can trade, she can trade for 3 rounds, she can take punches, but as long as she's moving and has that space, she can keep going. But when you really start to wear on her, take her out of her element, clinching and round fighting, she starts to lose that spirit. You go back and look at Tyler Santos, what she did, just wearing on her. She switched her style up and started fighting her more on the inside, taking her down. There was really no hope for her in that fight. So I think Erin needs to take it slow. Take it slow. Don't run into anything crazy. Strike her way in, but do it in a smart fashion. Press this fight to the cage and get it down. Just get it down and out grapple her, man. Because the strength she showed on Miranda, I'm believing that. I'm predicting in this fight that she should be able to handle Molly, so she gets some underhooks on her. I mean, I could see her taking her down and maybe even ragdolling her. Because Miranda's a strong girl. Miranda Maverick is physically strong. And not saying Molly's not, but I never seen Molly as that type of wrestler or that type of physically strong fighter. She can brawl and she can move, she can take a punch, but I've never seen her in there just trying to grapple with somebody like that. And I think Erin's got that strength. It just comes off with technique as well. The way she was taking Miranda down with ease, who's a high-level grappler herself, she should have no problem taking down this boxer like that, right? Okay. And for Aaron, let me say this. Let me see. Sink said, what happened to the super chats? Hold on. Let me see. Did they turn it off or something again? Hold on, man. I noticed that. Hold on. Hang on. They like to play with these channels all the time. Hold on, Sync, because I noticed it the other day and I had to get it turned back on. Yeah, everything else is still intact. Hold on. Let me see, Sync. Hang on. Let me check. Let me see what's up. Yeah, because everything else is still on. My ad stuff is still on my channel, but let me see. Hang on 1 second here. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. Man, they are so dirty. Like, It was already. What are they doing? It's back on. Now it's probably not going to be on this one though. So, oh well. That's what YouTube like to do. They like to mess with your channel. Like who? I ain't turned them off. I did not turn those things off. They were off. Like, because the other day I had to re-verify some stuff in it. Yeah, I had to re-verify everything and cut everything back on. But apparently they cut off my they cut it off and didn't tell me. Yeah, it's been off. Yeah, I had to restart everything. But first time I did get monetized, they were automatically on, but this time YouTube went in there and shut it off. But I mean, it's back on now, but don't make any difference now because whatever they trying to do, I don't know. All right, so anyways, look, I know it ain't the channel that people want it to be. That's why they like to bother my YouTube channel. But anyways, let's see. Oh yeah. Molly. I don't even want to see Molly on the ground in this fight, okay? I don't even want to see Molly on the ground at all. Molly's got to work that jab against a grappler. I think Molly, hands down, better hands than Aaron. And Aaron's defense is sort of lacking. So why not just keep this as a rangy fight? Why not just use your hand speed to your advantage? That's what we need to see. We need to just see Molly go in there, use her lateral movement, box a smart fight, and actually showboat a little bit to kind of frustrate Aaron. Like I usually don't like egg that type of stuff on, but I think in this fight, if Molly can bag the first round with her hands and her combinations, kicks as well, she can start to egg Aaron on a little bit, kind of get under her skin. I think she can do that. She has the character to do that, and I think Aaron can kind of react off of that a little bit, or see if she will react. Just go in there and put on a show and start to really frustrate her. Because I think that's one of the ways she's going to win. Like she always does, just kind of put on that show as she's winning on these other girls. Of course, they're lower level, but in this fight, Molly's got to do everything she can to get the advantage. Because to me, Aaron's got more tools to work with. So for Molly, it's got to be hands. It's got to be a lot of mental games in there. Some good push kicks to the body. And like I said, just a lot of lateral movement here. And just really doing what JJ did with the hands, with staying completely out of her range to go for those takedowns, okay? Nell said, let's talk Weili Carlo. Well, you should have held on to it. You held us up by bringing it up earlier, then you sidetracked me. So we'll talk about it whenever. So hold off. You see, you sidetracked me earlier. See, if you wouldn't have sidetracked me earlier, it's just like a kid riding with you in the car. I told you we going to eat, right? But you want to stop early. I told you just to wait, but you keep saying, no, I'm hungry now. So I got to pull over now. Now you prolong the trip, and now you want to know why we ain't there yet. Well, you held us up. Sound familiar? That's what it sounds like, right? That's what it sounds like. You want McDonald's now, but you can't wait for dinner. But now you got to hold out. So now you got to hold out. I hope your Big Mac was good. So Molly, to me, I've been watching her training. I've been watching the training a little bit, and she has been working on her takedown defense. But to me, I'm not sure if that's going to be enough for this fight. I really don't. I don't know if it's going to be enough to stop somebody with years and years of experience. Years and years of experience. And even as a kid, Erin's been in this thing. That's the thing when you learn jujitsu at a young age, it helps you. It becomes second nature. It's easier than when you're older. You know what I mean? It really sticks. So every little movement and every angle turn, even when she's fighting off Molly, even if Molly's trying to defend the takedown, I can see Erin just taking her down with ease. Taking her down with ease, man. Melissa Molly said she sub Erin. I don't see that happening. She ain't subbing nobody. I mean, knock her down, rock her bad, and maybe you can, but I don't think that's happening. Erin's going to do that. So this should be a good fight, man. As much as I'm believing in Erin's style and her overall skills, this might be an interesting fight, man. It's going to be interesting up until the end of it. I think, Molly's going to try to work the hand. She's going to get in some shots, but as soon as Erin gets that hold on her, she's taking her for a ride. I think she's going to take her for a ride and get her on her back. Molly might defend a few of those takedowns off of her back, but eventually, I think riding down into the second round, as Erin wears on her, I think Erin is going to get this submission. I'm going with Erin Blanchfield by submission. What do y'all got? Before we talk about the next fight, if we talk about the next fight, let's go with Erin by either second or third round submission. Six, Molly will showcase grappling and wrestling for her keys to victory. Oh, okay. He said Molly by submission. Wow. Molly's going to submit the black belt. Molly, the boxer, is going to submit this black belt. Okay. I'm just trying to put that together. All right. Zama said he got Erin by round 3 submission. Yeah. If you're gonna pick Molly, I think you pick Molly either by like a knockout, or a decision. Like, I can see Molly win a decision, or even like landing something rock Erin and knock her out. Basically, I see both fighters win off of their strengths. But I think Erin's got more tools to work with in this fight. So, I can see Erin taking this one home, dominant. Yeah, I was kind of, looking at that. Decision. It'd be like a Sarah Alpar decision, 30-26, You said Mel has some, Patty has some slick subs. You said Erin decision goes the distance. Okay. We got decisions and submission. I got submission. 6 at Molly by decision too. Okay. MMA Art said Erin should just keep grappling like she did in the Maverick fight. She should win. Pretty much, right? I think she strike her way in. Because she did land some good left hands on Maverick to get in. You can't really force it on a boxer that could counter you. So I think if she strikes her way in offensively, she should have no issue. And then get it down to the ground. 3 rounds of that. We'll see if she can hold up for 3 rounds, right? But I'm going with Erin. I think she'll do it. We'll see who she calls out. I don't know, man. What was his name talking about? Conor McGregor said Molly McCann can beat Valentina now. Should we even entertain that? Did Erin actually end up taking JJ down? I can't remember. I know it was a standing guillotine. I know she finished throwing the feet. I can't even remember. I don't remember because I remember I gave JJ the first round. I thought JJ won it clearly off her striking. You know, she won it clearly off her striking. And second round, no, I don't think she did. I don't think she did, Mel. She didn't take her down. She didn't take her down. JJ kept it standing all the way till she got submitted. So nah, she didn't take her down. Yeah, that's how good JJ's takedown defense has gotten though. That takedown defense has gotten pretty good. Did JJ win the first round? Yeah, I gave her the first round. I gave JJ Aldridge the first round. But anyways, okay, so I think the majority is going for Aaron here. 6 he got Molly by decision. I think she can work it with his hands too, and in the grappling. Boom, let's talk about it. Here we go. Since I kept Mel waiting here for so long, right? Save the best for last, Mel. There we go. Just like they do in the fight game. Do you think the fight start off with the co-main event? No, Mel, they don't. we following the fight card, okay? This is the order of the fight card. We're at the main event now. So let's get it, okay? Carla Esparza versus Zhang Weili. Okay, where do we start with this? First of all, I gotta say, look, I never thought Carla was ducking this fight. I'm gonna be real. I never thought she was ducking this fight. She wanted it. She's been on a hard end fights before. She said she had her behind whoop before. So I don't think she's the type of fighter to duck somebody like Weili. And we know Weili's not a ducker. Weili wanted it right after the Joanna win. So with the type of energy they bring in, I'm just ready. I'm ready. Let's talk about what Weili's doing. I know it was brought to my attention too. This time around, Weili hasn't really been working with Cejudo in this camp, right? Is that the truth? I've been looking myself. I haven't seen it, right? But I know that a lot of the strength and conditioning Weili's been putting together and what she's learned from Cejudo's team has definitely put her in like her wrestling and her grappling into a much higher category than it already was. Like I said, you've seen her wrestle Tisha in the past. It was a physically strong fighter. But since then, I think the technique has been growing. It was still kind of young when she fought Rose in the rematch, but now she's starting to put it together. Since I saw a guy that works with Henry okay, so they kind of branching off. Yeah, I figured that. Yeah, I didn't really see like hardcore in there, but I know there were some familiar faces. So he's just teaching, the same stuff. So it's still just as good, right? And that's what she needs to do is just really learn how to use that physical strength to her advantage in a fight with Carla. Know those angles and those takedown attempts from Carla, because once she can get that feel on Carla's body, the physically stronger fighter in that situation is going to win, just like Tatiana Suarez was able to do. Bigger, stronger fighter. The good big fighter always beats the good little fighter. That's always been it. So she's probably at fight ready. Let me see. Mel said, can you react to the Weili and call the press conference moments? All right, hold on. Let me pull it up. Y'all want me to do that? I'm going to pull up the presser here. Uh-oh. I see the picture already. Oh, crap. All right, I'm going to pull it up. Excuse me. It was boring? Oh, boy. I shouldn't pull it up then. Okay, hang on. I how the UFC won't let you share a video. Like it's fair use. It's not like I'm making money off of your video. It's like I'm promoting your video. So if I was to share it, why can't I share it? I mean, I can share it if I want to get a strike on my channel, but okay, this is Rose's movie coming up. Is anybody gonna watch the Rose movie on UFC Fight Pass? I'm gonna check it out. I know a lot of y'all ain't gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out though. I want to hear what she went through, as far as rough childhood and abuse, and I kind of want to read into the relationship, between, I just want to, I want to see, I want to see it. I want to see what's up. Like I said, I'm a fight fan, and anything fight related, I'm gonna watch. I watch a lot of fight documentaries. All right. When do these caller questions come in? Usually people don't ask the women questions. I think only one person asked Manon a question and one person asked Chikagan a question. But Keith Thurman? Why does what is his name? Frankie Edgar look like Keith Thurman for a minute. The boxer. I was like, how he look like Keith Thurman? Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. First question for caller. I'm about to pull it up now. I don't know how much I can play, but yeah, I'm gonna be listening. Six said it's a Weili or die weekend, folks. It's gonna be explosive, baby. It's gonna be explosive. Your latest and now listen to this Rose talk about her movie was boring. Six said I'll check it out. Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll check it out. Chin said if you watch the presser from UFC YouTube, then you can hear the boring. You can hear the boos. Yeah, I'm watching the UFC one. Okay, I'm turning it up now. Ooh, ooh. Man, that crowd is, well, that crowd is always rowdy. You just got to deal with it. You just got to deal with it. I mean, Aljamain Sterling, he got it. So, hey, mm, the crowd is rough there, boy. Dang. It wasn't like a, what you call it? It wasn't like a straight crescendo of booze. But Mel said, I mean, Carl is American. Yeah, but she ain't, let's be real, she ain't a white American. I'm just saying, there's a difference, so if you ain't looking like the American, you still gonna get booed. I'm just being real. That's what it is. You know, ask me, and I'll tell you because I've dealt with that. I don't look profile of what American is, so yeah, crescendo of booze. Yeah, that's what I meant saying. It was like a crescendo of booze. Uh, it went ooh, it went up, and then it kind of settled. Then that rowdy crowd just started kicking in. So, and you know what? I'm not being mean here, on this part, but it's expected, and you just got to deal with it because that last performance, a little bit synced, yeah, a little bit, yeah, a little bit. I did. Um, it was a sound too. I used to do sound. I still do sound. Like as a hobby, I can still do sound and stuff like that. Yeah. Um, yeah, I think it was necessary to wake her up because of the last fight, and people are still mad at that last performance. I don't know if they booed Alex. I'm about to check. People mad they paid for that last time. Yeah, yeah. So it's going to be expected. So chance that Aljo used to it by now, though. Yeah, and that's why I mean, like, whether or not not talking about if you used to it. My thing is, people are there are going to be rowdy. Like, if they don't like something that happened in your last fight, they're going to give it to you, right? And her fight was partly her fault. Other part goes to Rose, right? So you just gotta take it, man. People remember that last performance, they be like, "Oh, that stinker, get out of here." So take this as a time to say, you know what, I'm gonna turn it up, and we're gonna do it. Oh wow, they cheering Weili. Yeah, but y'all didn't like it when Rose was there. See, fans need to shut up. Fans need to shut up. See, that's why if I was doing that, I'd be like, I don't need you. I don't need your boos. I don't need your cheers either. Y'all gonna jump off of Weili's. Y'all gonna jump off of Weili's jock. Rose come prancing in there. Let me turn this down. Did they ask him a lot of questions, or was it just those two moments, Mel? Is that all they had? Because I'm gonna just scrub through it, but is that all they asked? Oh no, they got another part here. I want to see the second part. Hold on. Mel said Izzy's bus crashed into a fire hydrant right before the presser. Man, why they trying to shake Izzy up like that? He got a serious fight coming up. Izzy got a serious fight coming up, man. He might already be shook now, and they're trying to really shake him up. You know he got why they got to crash into a fire hydrant the day he got to fight his boogeyman like that. It's a wild night. It's gonna be a crazy night of fights, man. Trying to scare him like that. He probably thought Alex was kicking the bus. He probably thought Alex Pierre to like front kick that bus in the grill, and he was like, "Oh." Their friend said, your boos mean nothing. I've seen what makes you cheer." John Z said, "Did Weili even say anything about taking the belt out of America?" I don't know. I'm just kind of flipping through it now. I might have to jump on and talk about it again tomorrow, man. I lied. I'll be back on tomorrow because I just want to because I was looking at it earlier, but it kept freezing up, so I couldn't really get it all in. I ain't gonna lie, man. Okay, so man, they be killing these ads. I want to see. That's a crazy question. Oh, wow, they are that is messed up. I kind of saw that question get the call a little bit. It kind of got to her a little bit right there. Why would you ask a fighter that? Though? Has anybody ever asked that? Does Weili do anything that scares you? Don't you find that kind of disrespectful? That is kind of a disrespectful question. Why would you ask that? He said, "Does Weili do anything that scare you?" I don't even hear people say, "Hey, Andrade, does Valentina do it? Does Valentina do anything that scare you?" Nobody ever does that, right? Does anybody ever ask Valentina or somebody that's about to fight Valentina, like, "Are you scared of Valentina, or do you do anything? Does she do anything that scare you?" Or like, "Hey, Juliana Pena, does Nunez does she do anything that scares you?" Mel said they asked Weili that too. It's kind of a dumb question. Even if you ask him Weili too, it's kind of a dumb question. Like, who really gonna answer that? Like, even if I was fighting Andrade, I wouldn't be like, "Oh man, I'm scared of her power, man. I'm scared of her. I'm scared of her slam." Now, deep down, you might really be apprehensive, when you get in there, but you're not really gonna say that at a fight, are you? Or before the fight. Mark Robinson, what's up? He's, "I'm checking in late, but I'm here. Appreciate you, man. Always, like always." Mel said they asked if Carla does anything that scares you. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me hear that part. Dumb, that dumb question, man. Get out of here, man. Mark said that was a casual question for media. Ever since I haven't watched it yet, where they letting people from the crowd ask questions. Whenever they do that, it's always a clown show. Apparently not, Ephraim. Apparently, it's questions from media, right, Marcus? Oh boy, they asked when is she gonna move up to heavyweight to fight the champion? Man, come on. They are asking crazy questions now. Yeah, I'm not sure if the questions were coming from the fans because of the point. They never really changed the angle from this camera, but yeah, the fans are being wild, man. I mean, that's MMA for you, though. MMA is always like that. So the bigger the event, the crazier the fans. I'm still kind of reacting to it, so just hang in. All right, still got 30 of y'all in here. Make sure you hit that like button. You got 30 people hit. Let's get to 20. Let's get to 20, 22 likes. I'm over here. See, Whaley ain't got nothing but respect for her, man. Whaley said, "Hey, I respect her as a fighter. I'm prepared to show my wrestling and my grappling. But overall, ain't no disrespect there. Like, she didn't even bring up the last fight or something. Fans still coming in hurt. It was like, I paid for this. Gabrielle, what's up? She said, Joanna said that Esparza retires after Whaley defeats her because she already won the belt if she's married. Hmm, that's possible. I think it. I think it depends on how bad the loss is to me. Depends on how many fights she has on a contract too. What she probably won't really need the money because she's married to a doctor, right? So yeah, she could retire. She could very much well retire. Oh boy, yeah, I'm thinking about that. She could retire. Zama said that they had something about Stipe before that first Ngannou fight. Yeah, I think they did. Mel said, "What do you think of Carla saying she's keeping the belt in USA and the crowd booing?" I kind of think that's messed up, man. It's like you trying to go to war, and your country ain't backing you up. So I think it's kind of messed up. The USA ain't saving you on this one. Waving a flag and chanting USA ain't gonna save you on this one. I'm just saying it ain't gonna save you on this one because they mad about that performance. They say, hey, China can have it. I mean, that's pretty bad. But yeah, like Running Reedy said, I mean, they did that to America, like Deontay Wilder and Fury. Americans were going for Fury over Wilder. Mel said, but why call to bring in politics again? Trying to win the crowd back. That's exactly what I said. Trying to win the crowd back. But like I said, it's not saving at this time. You're trying to win the crowd back. Say, okay, I'm keeping the belt here in the USA. See, I don't even see me personally. I didn't even see it that way. I just see it as two good fighters. That's one thing I can't stand. Sometimes when fighters try to put that pride stuff, and pride is a sin anyway. But like, which is a totally different story. But that whole pride thing go out the door. I um, I just want to see a good fight between two warriors. I know they do it for what they represent, but when you try to win the fans back over with that, it is kind of a reach. I said Weili didn't mention China. Yeah, yeah. I mean, we don't really need to. Uh, like I said, they're not even rocking with you like that, so it's not gonna. Efren said, "Oh no, hold on." Ernest said, "I don't know if you watch anime." No, I don't. He said, "Look up Naruto Nahi uppercut on YouTube." That's how Weili would do called Saturday night. All right, I'm gonna look at it right now. Oh, you crazy man! You crazy man! Lillian said, "Did you know the WBA and IBF are not going to let boxers from Russia and Belarus fight?" Yeah, I heard. I heard that. That was actually they were actually going to start that a while back when that whole Ukraine thing first started. Like, because they were going to start because Better Biev, if you know who Better Biev, Artur Better Biev, he has the IBF belt. They were going to stop him from fighting a little while back, and I think they're trying to stop. Well, he has the WBA and the IBF, so he's kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. Yeah, I heard about that. Better Biev, I like him, man. He's a good boxer. I mean, Russian or not. Again, just watching the fight, I like Dmitry Bivol. No, Bivol has the WBA belt, and Better Biev has an IBF. So they're both Russian, and they got both belts. So They're trying to avoid making them fight. It's crazy. Oh boy, it's crazy. Mark said, with Carla saying that she would keep the belt back in the U.S. was a bad move due to the fans already knowing her bad performance. Right. Yeah, I just said that. Zami said better be is Canadian. Well, he is, but you know that they were trying to stop him from fighting, right? He was in that list with Bivol at the time. He may be in Canadian, but he's a Russian Canadian, right? He was born in Russia. Let me just put it that way. What about Bivol? Where does he live? He's from Kyrgyzstan. And he's is he still reside there? Because yeah, I know, yeah, Bivol. I mean, better Biev. Yeah, Kyrgyzstan. Okay, yeah, Kyrgyzstan. Oh, okay, we back up in business, man. We are back up in business. Mark Robinson with the 20 spot. Appreciate that, man. He said, this is long overdue, but this super chat is the least I can do for the many months that Combo has been doing God's work, keeping us updated and knowledgeable about all things WMMA. Respect, Combo Breaker 99 to the moon. I appreciate that, man. I do. I appreciate it. Really, really. Thank you, Mark. And I appreciate you always coming through. You know, if you want a link, man, to do your thing, man, and tell me who's gonna win this fight, let me know. I'll send you a link tonight. I think 2 Beats 1-1, maybe. I can let him get off his pick. I ain't even give my pick. I don't even know if I am gonna get my pick tonight now, because Mel had me talking about this press conference, so now I got an excuse to hold back now. Running reset, super chatting. Might have to try it on the next one. Well, he said if you're Russian, I guess if you're Russian and you live in Canada, okay, you can fight here. You can fight, but if you live in Russia, you can't. That's what I'm wondering about. Yeah. Okay. Zaman said Bivol does represent Russia, so because he just fought last weekend. I wonder if they're gonna stop that undisputed fight from happening. I wonder if they're gonna try to stop that undisputed fight from happening between them two. Oh, appreciate that little leader with the 5 spot. Appreciate you. Bluebird with 5 spot. Appreciate you. All right, so you gotta go early. All right, man. Appreciate it. I'm trying to think, man, like, what's the situation that going on over there? Man, it's just with the situation going over there, just messes boxing up. As if boxing already messed up. Man, Ernest crazy with this knockout thing, man. He's man, she's gonna get knocked out. Wow. How do y'all see this thing going? Carla has a good chance if her takedowns are very calculated, wise, and by that I mean being completely out of range. You know, if you're completely out of range, she knows how to do her little stutter step and get in there and trick Weili, latch on. But Weili has good balance too, man. Like Weili, I don't think she'll be easy to take down. Now I think about it too. Like, you know, Weili's athletic. Like I can see her keeping her balance even when Carla grabs a leg and taking it to the fence. Eventually Carla putting the leg down, and that's where Weili gets a full grasp and gets that underhook and even ragdolls Carla and takes her down, or uses elbows and knees to really beam Carla, and just get her respect. Yeah, there's a lot of things I could see where we can just have fun with it. Even like when Carla does get hold of an ankle or the body lock, goes for a takedown. Weili's scramble game, her speed, it's gonna be a problem. I was looking at a couple of fights too where Carla could land right hands on certain fighters too. Like, I'm not sure though, man. Like, I'm not sure if she'd be able to get in range. Like, she landed some good shots on Grasso, who's a good boxer. But these are just like two different styles. Like, Grasso was giving her chin up in that fight. Weili does that too sometimes, but I'm kind of thinking Carla might be apprehensive about stepping in, like stepping in to even commit to a right hand. Because she wouldn't even really do that to Rose. She landed like a good left hook on Rose, but you know, yeah, that's just something to think about. Like, when I think of Carla's hands, she's got to close the distance. She's got to close distance in a very calculated manner at times to even land a few shots, get back out of range, avoid being pinned to the cage because she could get Juarez in there. We know, right? We know. Mark Robertson said, Combo, you're right. My mic is getting cold. It's been too long. I'm in a restaurant tonight listening, so no link tonight, but I'm going to get back on the mic soon. Okay, yeah, for sure, man. Hey, anytime next week, man. Floor is yours. If anything, next week is post-fight, so you got to give me your thoughts on the fight. So, yeah, anytime. And Uber said Carla is the best at doing takedowns off the level change. She doesn't rely on strength as much. Yeah, Weili's a monster though. Yeah, she does. That's where her takedowns come in. And people were talking about her takedown percentage too, but the thing is, Carl only needs so many takedowns, right? Like, when she gets them, she doesn't need to go for any more because she's usually keeping the opponent down for a majority of a round, right? So, and they're usually off of level changes. So, looking for openings to drop levels could be dangerous too because of Weili's low kicks. Might catch a knee, might catch a shin to the head. Like, I've been looking at some of Weili's kicks. Like, she's been working on good calf kicks, good kicks behind the leg, good kicks that could catch Carla coming in on that level. You know what I mean? Like, Weili's kicks are coming up high enough for good timing if she tries to drop a level, and also tricky for Carla to even try to grab one for a single leg, right? But if she tries for that level change, she's gonna have to hope Weili is swinging off balance, I think, because Weili can get her balance back quick if she throws like some combinations. She can reset right back, and by the time Carla tries to get that drop a level, try to get that double leg or anything, I think Weili's gonna be back on her balance and her strength on her feet will come into play. So I think Weili's stronger on the feet, but of course Carla, I think she's still gonna have the advantage on the ground. Gabriel said Carla has 35% takedown accuracy, but has a lot of control time. Yeah, because you got low takedown accuracy because she's always going for takedown. A lot of she's going for takedown to takedown because that's what she wants. But then when she gets you down, it's a lot of control time, right? So yeah, I'm saying what you're saying comes together because 35%, it seems low, but it's because she's going for a lot of takedowns. But when she gets the takedowns, she doesn't need any more because she's controlling the rounds, right? So yeah, you're right too. You said the Rose able to take Weili down. Yeah, in 4 and 5, she was. She waited, till Weili kind of got, I won't say like too winded, but little fatigued, kind of fatigued. And that's when she came on strong and put her on her back. You got to remember Rose is a little bit longer and probably a little bit physically stronger than Carla too. So the position she had her in was very effective for her body type. Weili was stuck on her back too by that time. She was already, like I said, a little bit fatigued too, behind. And Rose is very good, with her grappling in her top position like that. Weili versus Lemos, yeah, that's hard to pick, man. That's hard to pick. Mark Rouse says, I'm very curious to know how cautious Weili's going to be with her striking, knowing Carla's looking for the takedown. There's no way it's a repeat of Carla Rose, but Weili may hold back. I'm kind of thinking the first round might be a cautious one, but I'm thinking that Weili may be a little bit more aggressive in this fight. She may be a little bit more confident, like she was in the Joanna fight. She was very aggressive. I know two different styles, but I can see her trying to take full advantage of any opening call it gives her. Weili's going to be looking to bring the action in this fight. I don't think she wants to be booed like in that same manner as the last fight. So she's going to be working. She's going to be working in this fight. And this is the time for Weili to take it, because when Weili takes it, just like Gabriella said right there, if Weili wins this fight and she takes it from the so-called villain in this fight, Weili gonna become a big draw in WMMA, right? Weili gonna become a big draw because she gonna beat the villain that everybody hates. I hate to say it that way, but everybody is making call out to be this villain now. So when she wins, it's all going to be her benefits to reap. So Weili, she got a lot going for her in this fight, a lot to win. Even if it's not a dominant win, people are going to be glad. Like, well, it's got to be dominant. I ain't gonna lie, it's got to be dominant. Let me scratch it. It's got to be dominant. Let me say a finish. Can't be even if it ain't a finish, people will still respect her in like a 50-46 type of situation, Oh, James Perez, what's up? He said Weili is potentially the newest biggest star in WMA. Crazy how much Carla gets booed. And he said first round in Weili, Carla will determine a lot. Yeah, I think the first round might be cautious, but I think Weili's gonna be the one to pull the trigger. She'll be the one to pull the trigger and make some action happen. TJ said, looking to see big things from Molly McCann this weekend. I'm not sold on her yet. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I mean, I can see that. I'm looking to see Aaron win that fight, though. I can definitely see why some people aren't sold on Molly, because I'm gonna give her credit. She got 3 wins in a row. That's how she earned the 15th spot. That's fine. But this top 15 is a different level, right? It's a different level. So we'll see. Yeah, if she can beat Aaron, I mean, yes, the world is hers now. You know what I mean? She can move her way up. And at championship level, that's a different story. But she can get by her, that's going to tell me something. Lolita said, Weili a big draw. Valentina might get jealous. Uh-oh. If she's not already, no, I'm just playing. James said, I'm calling it now. Weili will be the biggest draw in WMMA across the board. I'm not going to argue with that. I'm not going to argue with that. If she go in here and destroy Carla, the fighter everybody chose I won't say they chose. I mean, that last performance put a target on her back. If she go in there and destroy her, that's your new star. Yeah, Valentina might get a little bit, Valentina might get a little bit. You think so? I don't know. She might not get salty. Valentina got a lot going for her. I mean, I would in Valentina's situation, I'd still rather be her because Valentina's still the more skillful fighter, right? And be like, I don't need fame as long as I got the skills and the accomplishments and money, I'm fine. You can keep the fame. That's just me. I'd be fine with it. But let me be real now. No, don't unsub women, but to my women subs, don't unsub. But I know how women can be. I know how women can be. So I know what y'all are talking about here. This still is WMMA. It's still women in the division. So, and they may fight, but we know how they can still be catty, right? I'm just saying, man. I've been around. Y'all been around too. Don't unsub because I'm telling the truth. I mean, I'm just saying, women can be catty. So if Valentina or somebody felt a certain type of way, I can see that. If it's a Bullet versus Magnum. Oh, Bullet versus Magnum. And the Magnum fires off the bullet. The bullet is useless without the Magnum. Hey, that's what Zhang Weili need to say. That if they ever fight, Weili need to be like, yo, the bullet is useless without the Magnum. But then the bullet come back and say, hey, you're useless without me. And then it really get crazy. No, because I found a bullet somewhere else. Son. That would be crazy. Yellow Leader said women can't be catty. It's true. Yeah, I'm just saying, man. We seeing it now. Like, what was the last catty argument? There was a catty argument not too long ago. Well, Casey O'Neill has been known. Well, not been known, but Casey O'Neill talking about, I could do better than her. That's kind of catty. She's like, oh, she just did the same thing. I could do better than her when I get to the top. Stuff like that. So, and it's human nature. It's women and men. Lolita said, hey, I was shot with a 44 Magnum, changed my life. Ooh. I held one, fired one. No, I never fired one. I held one. I'm thinking of another gun. I held one before. Don't own one, but Lolita, do you mind me asking where you were shot with one? Yeah, running recent. I'm glad you're still here though. I hope it wasn't fatal or like hope it was just like a graze. If you don't mind me asking, where was it? Gabrielle said, if Weili destroyed Carl and Lemos, especially since Lemos is known to be the hardest puncher, Weili fame rises. Yeah. That's going to be crazy, man. Angela's fast, right? Angela Hill is fast, right? Weili can do the same thing and clock. And what's good is over. If Weili lands a few punches to Carl's head, you can see Carl's head getting huge like a Mega Mind. But like that, that one professor on that Bugs Bunny cartoon, he was green with a big head, like that swelling like Joanna's head. Ephraim said, I was asking important questions. Yeah, I am. Loudest sound I ever heard. Okay, so with that, I kind of got out of my breakdown groove now, so I don't have a pick tonight for Weili. I'm gonna do a video. I didn't promise y'all a pick anyway for it. The main event, co-main event, did I? I picked the other two fights, but I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna do a video and put it out uh, tomorrow, just because the stream is running long and I want you have to find it. Some people have to look for it, so I'll do a pick on it. Who was it? Was it you, Mel? What was the question you brought up earlier? No, the statement you made. If Carla loses, it's better for WMMA, right? Okay. How does some people feel about that? Okay, there you go. I'm not being nosy, Lily. I just want to know. Left distal femur, right above my knee. Missed the artery. Oh, yeah, that's close. Still have my leg, but exit wound. Size of small grapefruit. 3 hits, 2 grazes, 1 big hole just above my left knee. Oh, wow. Ooh, wow. Mm. Yeah, oh boy. Yeah, I was with you on that one. You said missed the artery too. Ooh. There was that was a sign for something. You made it out of that one. I mean, Valentina doesn't do anything to hate on, really. Said she fight more exciting. Yeah, grape size fruit, man. See, every time I'm thinking of grapefruit, when I think of a grapefruit, I'm thinking like that'd take your whole leg off. Because a small grapefruit's still kind of big to me, unless you mean you think like an orange, about the size of like an orange, like a big orange, one of them navel oranges. Mm. Gabrielle said, "You think Weili versus Lemos goes like Nunes versus Cyborg, or will they both be too cautious to extend?" I think Weili will push more action, and I think Lemos will react more off of it. Eventually, it's gonna come, I believe, Gabriella, and it could be like I think it'll go longer than Nunes Cyborg because they not gonna both go at it like first round. See, Cyborg fought emotional in that fight, and I said that before. Well, Henry Cejudo just said it last week. I've been saying that since the fight took place. But she fought emotional. Weili doesn't really fight emotional like that. So I think eventually there'll be moments like that where she could get caught, or Weili could catch her. But yeah, it'll be cautious like the first couple rounds, I think. Yeah, like Sink said, Lemos would try to snipe you. Sometimes Lemos be swinging wild though. Like she will fire the big ones off. So if Weili walk into something, it's gonna be crazy. But I don't see them both wilding out like Nunes and Cyborg did. That's why we need the featherweight division, man. That fight was nuts. I just out of curiosity, who run the race in the Roseby sneak this? Oh boy. Just out of curiosity, who picked Amanda to beat Cyborg? I know I did. Because I just thought Amanda had the style to do it. Like, who picked Cyborg and who picked Nunes in that fight? I'm just wondering. Yeah, Lolita. Yeah, Cyborg was emotional. Oh yeah, he's saying Lemos will snipe you, like a sniper. She gonna hit you with one of them big shots that you don't see coming. Was Amanda the underdog in that fight? I can't even remember because I'm trying to remember if I was mad at myself or not betting money on that fight because I could have put a lot of money. I've been good at them real big picks, man. Like right before I really started jumping on the channel and talking WMMA, I was really, just good at delving into those and picking the fights that way. Like the big ones, I would always get those right. And if I can't remember if Nunes was the underdog in that one, like a big time underdog. It was one of them fights. It just kind of upset me because I didn't bet on it. Yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, it was. Because obviously I was saying that first round would be a nightmare for Cyborg and Coach was clowning you. Nah, I knew in that one, man, because I remember that. I said, I'm gonna pick Nunes. I was like, something about Nunes in this featherweight division. I was like, she's not gonna be like the other girls here. Colt said, man, it was a huge underdog. Everyone said Cyborg would run through him. Efren said in 2021 his picks were 61%. That's pretty good, right? That's pretty good. Yeah, more than half. High five, what's up? Good morning. High five. It is 9 o'clock over there. You got your morning wake up call. Let's see. Mel said minus 32 isn't that crazy. No, it's like plus 300. Yeah. Six said Zombie been around for a minute. Yeah, he been around for a minute. Zombie been around for a minute. Zombie been around before I started talking WMMA, I think. Yeah. Like when I was just over boxing and I just come over to coach, I would see Zombie over there. And Zombie would always have the unpopular opinion, which hasn't changed much. Yeah, he was around for a long time. I used to see his comments in there because they get a coach worked up. I used to just chill before I was a boxing talker, but when I come over there and listen to WMMA, I would just listen because I was more of a fan then. And I really wasn't, giving my opinions on that stuff yet. Like, it's a channel. But yeah, I used to see Zombie over there, and boy, coach used to get coach worked up with your opinions, boy. I'm talking maybe like what? How long ago have been watching him there? 2016, 2015, something like that. Yeah, what's the story on that, Zombie? Running Renee with the 5 spot. Appreciate that. He said, let's go, Weili. Yeah, we back in effect now. Super Chats is back on. Good, good. Gabrielle said, I think Andrade should come back down after the Murphy fight. I think so too. What do you think of Andrade's spot, Gabriella, in the strawweight division? Should Andrade be higher than Lemos? Do you agree with that? Lemos is number 3, and Andrade is number 4. Not much of a difference, but Andrade should be number 3, right? Or should Andrade be 4? Is it fine? Lemos ranked above Andrade. Is that fine, Gabrielle? Yeah, you can dislike Valentina or not, but you gotta respect her skills. Lolita said Weili versus Andrade again. I'm gonna still go with Weili. It's still gonna be 50-50, but I'm gonna still go with Weili. I'm gonna pick Weili because Andrade is Andrade. If she could knock Andrade out again, boy, that definitely put her pound for pound on my list higher. I'd like to see Weili win the third fight with Rose, beat Andrade in a rematch, beat Mackenzie Dern and Marina Rodriguez and Lemos, and that would lock her in as like greatest strawweight of all time. What do y'all think of that resume? Weili defeats Rose, Andrade, Marina, Dern, and Lemos. That'll lock her in. That would put her over Joanna. I think that would put her over Joanna's resume. What do y'all think? That's my new what if video I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this what if video. Not even what if, but just what you would have to do to lock in the beat. You know, Joanna's resume is not that hard to beat. I mean, it's 5 title defenses, but if you look at the opponents, Weili could definitely cop that with just 3 of them, I think. I think just off of 3 names, like if she beats Lemos, Andrade, and Rose, or sub 1 out and put Dern, those are all good names right there. That might even surpass Shevchenko's resume. What do y'all think? I mean, Shevchenko has what, 6, 7, but Weili's 5 in a row over them names, that would lock it in, man. 6 said 100%. MMA Art said, I see Lemos sleeping Weili though. Possibility is high, man. Yeah. I said that too. I mean, it's not a popular opinion. So she would have to be on her game in that fight. I'm saying if she beats Lemos, that knocks it out the park. Mark Roberts said, question: how far away is Jan from a title shot? If Weili wins, doesn't the UFC have to try to do Weili versus Jan in China if the timing is right? No disrespect to Lemos. I think Jan needs one more fight. Let's do Lemos first. In the meantime, Jan could fight Rose. Gotta give her somebody. You got to put some legitimacy behind it. You know what I mean? Like you got to put some funk on it. Man. You got to put some funk on that to make it interesting. I'm gonna break it down, Mark. It's like this. Look, to make Jan versus Weili in China, put Jan in there with Rose. Now, the perfect world, she's gonna beat Rose. Okay, Jan Jana beats Rose. Then you market that in China and say, okay, now we got the girl. This girl from China could beat Rose, but Weili couldn't. That makes the story more interesting, you know. This is all after, let's say if they beat Rose and she beat Lemos, then it'd be like, oh, dang, we got Jan John on over here. She had a rough time coming up, but dang, she beat Rose easy. Weili couldn't do it 2 times. That's gonna make it even more interesting to me. Because even now, she just needs one more fight, I think. She just needs one more fight to make her title material. Yeah, Gabriel said, yeah, Jan needs one more fight. Yeah, that's what I feel. Yeah, she needs one more. Yep. Yeah, Robotic. Yeah, I'm just saying. That's all I'm on. I'm just saying. That sounds interesting, right? Because the only way you improve, if you elite and you're ready for that shot, you got to beat one of them former champions. Dern was saying that's what she wanted, but she just wasn't ready. So same applies to Jan. Same standards apply to Jan. Gabriel said, yeah, Weili can surpass JJ with the right opponents. It's not too far away. Oh, yeah, Mel. Yeah, Mel, I didn't do a pick tonight. I don't know who I'm picking yet. I'm going to do a video. Mel said, I don't like China. Oh, no. I don't want to read your comment. I said, Mel said, don't like China, no. Mel said, I don't think China likes 2 Chinese fighters fighting. Really? Shoot. Yeah, I don't mind two Mexican fighters fighting. I don't mind two Black American fighters fighting. I don't mind two white fighters fighting. So you better to make two Chinese fighters fight. I like it. TJ said, can Lemos sleep Weili? Yes, but don't forget what everyone expected Andrade was going to do to Weili and how that went. Very possible we see a similar result. I don't know. Lemos is a little different than Andrade. Andrade came running in asking for it. Lemos don't really run straight in like that. James said Lemos is a stiffer version of Andrade. Nah. Right, you're right. Yeah, you saying that's a crazy statement. Yeah, she's not. Yeah, Lemos and Andrade are two different fighters. Like, Lemos is not going to run in the way Andrade did, right? She's not a head first fighter. She got power, but they're two totally different fighters, TJ. So she would not do that. Gabrielle said Dern could have been next for the title. Yeah, she could have, off of her stock. Yeah, Robot Chicken said, yeah, that's tougher competition that Joanna had in the ring. Yeah. 6 said Lemos fight IQ needs work. I agree. That's one of the things I talked about. I definitely think the IQ needs improvement. There's some good things she does, but some of the choices and the situations that she runs into, and some of the fighters that are durable and that can take her punch, they give her problems, right? So it's got to be, just a lot of good drills and sparring to work on situations like, what if the power doesn't work? What if this fighter is too fast for me? What if this fighter is too rangy? Got to work on that IQ. Dern should fight Lemos next. Lemos should be the next contender because Andrade is above her. Jan is also in the mix other than Rose. Okay, so High Five believes that Andrade should be above Lemos. And like I said, I can't argue that. I mean, Lemos lost to Andrade. So yeah, technically Andrade should be number 3. Lemos being number 4 is still not that bad. Lemos versus Dern, that's a good fight. Dern might get stopped in that one. Would that be the first time her chin get cracked? And then believe me, if she get cracked with one of Dern's punches or several, I don't think Mackenzie Dern would be the same. So that might not be a wise choice for matchmakers. Dern's management might not want to make a Lemos fight because she'll run into punches, take them until she gets knocked out. She'll wind up being like Claudia in the Andrade fight. I'm just real talk. I'm just giving y'all scenarios here, man. We talking about fights. I'm just telling you how I think they play out. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Look, Andrade versus Claudia, that fight messed Claudia up. Lemos could possibly mess Dern up like that. Lolita said Andrade left the division. Well, she's still in both. She still has rankings in both right now. She's ranked 4 and 6 across the board. TJ said my point was that Lemos. Oh, hang on real quick. Mill said, has Lemos actually KO'd anybody? Let's see. Let me pull up her resume here. Because the Ruiz fight, she knocked her down and pretty much out. She tried to bounce back up. She knocked Souza out, right? That was kind of a TKO, but it was still, to me, those girls, they never been hit with that type of punch before. If you mean like sleep, maybe early in her career, but not. She hasn't done anybody like Andrade did to Carolina Mel. Like, she's put them out, where they were still awake. She did choke out Miranda Granger. I mean, she put her to sleep with a choke, but like knockouts. Souza and Ruiz, they were out to me, but not like sleep. But her power is crazy though. Yeah, Souza pretty much quit. Souza pretty much quit. Ruiz, her body, her mind didn't want to quit, but her body was quit. So yeah, okay, yeah. So the answer is yes. T just said she'll wind up like Claudia and Andrade fight. So you're saying she'll get robbed? No, I'm saying she'll get done in. Yeah, those girls, they pretty much quit. Right. Ephraim said they never let her finish the job. Same with Marina, right? Because what's about to come is just nasty. Mel said, okay, so I think Andrade has more one punch power, one punch to the gut and one punch to the face. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I just think Lemos is more of an accurate puncher in a different style than Andrade, and it makes her a little bit more dangerous in a situation where you're dealing with a fighter that keeps range, like Weili. Like I think Lemos is a little bit more dangerous to Weili's style than Andrade is dangerous to Weili's style. Because Andrade comes head first, Weili can counter that. She can knock her out. But Lemos is going to make Weili think more, and that accuracy, like Rose possesses, can be dangerous for her, because it's going to be more of a chess match. The timing is going to come into play. So I think Lemos' precision and timing and patience will be dangerous against Weili. Whereas Weili, when she's dealing with the bull coming in, she know how to tame the bull. The bull's coming right in, boom, boom. A couple of good shots to the body, the head, knock them out. But Lemos is going to be playing the waiting game more. And she can hit hard. Not as hard as Andrade, but it's still accurate shots. There's some TJ said I wanted to read. Okay, TJ said, my point was that Lemos has the power, but so did Andrade. Andrade didn't win. I know they have different styles, but if Lemos gets reckless, yeah, if Lemos got reckless, yeah, I know what you mean, but I don't see her getting reckless to the point like that. Andrade's like reckless sometimes. Mel said, what do you think of Lemos' defensive wrestling? Because I saw Marina Rodriguez get on top and Waterson take her down with ease. I think that first round, it was kind of a positioning thing where Marina, I think, it was Lemos wanting to get top position real quick. She wanted to get the takedown, and Marina was just quick to bounce with it. I still think Lemos's defensive wrestling, I still think it's effective, but you got to understand Marina's always defending, right? Marina's like always defending on the ground, like whether it's Dern, Waterson, what is her name? Randa Marcos and Cynthia Calvillo, like her defensive wrestling and posturing is better. And it's going to get better throughout the years. Like, even though Marina doesn't really have much of a ground game, period, like some people like were really, really win rounds off the ground, her defense is good. She's never been submitted before. So her scramble game is going to be quick, and she can't get top position like that. So I really won't say anything like that would happen throughout Lemos' fight if it kept going, because you can see Lemos still physically strong, and she can turn the position on her. She's too strong for it. I think that was just like a quick surprise in that first round, because you see in the second she controlled her. You said, how was Waterson and Hill taking her down so easy? Angela Hill pretty strong. Yeah, Angela Hill pretty strong. Angela Hill's she durable and she is strong. Like she's been building herself up. Like she's been working on that ground game. Even like her scramble to the cage, like she's making them muscles work now. You know what I mean? Like she got like great physique, nice muscles, but for a while I was like, she's not using her strength, but Angela Hill's been getting stronger. And it's that surprise. It's that position where you can just take somebody down with like that. That's really coming into play. Yeah, I really said, where is Luana Pinheiro? Is she injured? I am not sure. I've seen her Twitter. Hold on. I was looking at her Twitter the other day. Who in here is like a big Luana Pinheiro fan? Like, I'm not saying I'm not. I just haven't really heard too many people mention her. She posted a throwback picture yesterday. Let me see. Is she hurt? Because she was supposed to fight Panay, but no, Panay got bronchitis. Panay got bronchitis. That's why her fight was postponed. But they haven't got anybody back with her, have they? Nah, Mel. Hey, Angela Hill's been working on her game. Angela Hill is strong. Ah, don't sleep on Angela Hill. Angela Hill's been working. Angela Hill's been working on that ground game for a while now. I mean, it's not the best, but when you underestimate somebody, that's what happens. And I think she kind of underestimated her in that fight. Hold on, let me see. I'm not saying she a world class wrestler, but hey, there's certain positions and scenarios where it come into play like that's gonna happen. Yeah, Luana Perrinero don't have anything. She don't have anything lined up. Mel said, "Who aren't the best grapplers?" Okay, well, I'll tell you this. One of my keys I said for Waterson when somebody asked me against Lamos was takedown. Yeah, because I know it was gonna be hard for Waterson just to win off of kicks. I said she got to come with that element of surprise, you know, because Waterson may not be the best grappler, but she does have some skills and she can get takedowns. And if she gets some takedowns on Rose, I know she took Rose down. And I know that was a few years ago, but still, look, Waterson has been working, and that's my whole thing. Is if you develop even to a certain level, you can make it work into your favor. Like I'm gonna go back and look at some of them fights and see the positionings and everything because I got to go back and look at those again now. Like um, even with Angela Hill, like when she got her take, when she was able to take Lamos down. Let's look at the situation. Like how much trouble was she in? Like was Lamos in a lot of trouble? 'Cause I actually have to pull up the fight now, in front of my face and actually say, okay, this is a bad position. Oh, she just welcome to take down. Ariel said, does 115 have better prospects for 125? Um, I think Lamos weak takedown defense. Okay, we take down defense. Okay. Yeah, I understand what you're saying about man. Nobody should, nobody should, with even the level of Lamos's grappling, should be taken down by Angela Hill, right? And I'm not trying to make excuses for Lamos. She seemed off in that fight, like she was just like skittish or something, and that came into play. So hey, I don't know what her situation was in that fight, but yeah, you shouldn't be taken down by Angela Hill like that when it all comes down to it. I know what you mean, but I'm trying to give this girl the benefit of the doubt because she has been working on her ground. And it surprised the heck out of Lamos like it did me. All right. Zaman said 115 has way more punchers. Yeah, yeah. It always have, I think. It's a striker heavy division. 125 has a lot more grapplers. Yeah, Manone's not really, like this KO artist now. She's moved up, but like pure strikers and hard strikers, pure strikers, the ones that get them one hitter quitters like Andrade, even Rose with the kicks, Weili, even the low level girls like I think that Bruno Brazil girl, she's gonna be a problem. The one who got the head kick in the contender series, she'll be a problem. Y'all need to look at her, Bruno Brazil. I don't know if you've seen her, Mel. She won in the contender series. She head kicked that one girl in a knockout uh, in like one of the last fights. So prospects, I think 125 has some good ones, but there's some decent picks at strawweight. Like I like the ones at 125, like Aaron and Teresa Bleda and Gatto. I still like her. I think there's some good prospects to be trouble for Valentina. But you got Yasmin Harigi, Bruno Brazil, and Cheyenne Velismus. You know, you got some good prospects like that at strawweight. I think eventually they'll get to the top 15. I feel like strawweight needs new girls. Someone needs to take away some of these veteran rankings. Yeah, you know what's crazy is the the veterans been in the division for like 8 years now. Rose, Tisha, Angela Hill, Panay, Waterson. Them girls been in the division for almost like 10 years. And none of these other girls have been able to take the rankings. See, that's why flyweight, you can say that their prospects are a little bit stronger. They have been retiring girls. Maybe it's a skill gap, but Casey O'Neill, Aaron Blanchfield, Macy Barber, they are pushing their way into the top 15. But some of these other girls at 115, they seem to have a problem closing that gap. Mel said, but why some of the veterans younger than the new girls? That's because they get signed. They get signed late, and some of them are just starting MMA pretty late. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Rose is a veteran, but Rose is like still a baby compared to some of these girls, right? Like Rose is still young. Weili is still young, but some of the veterans, some of the prospects coming in are are older than them. Yeah, Andrade is only 30, man. So this girl is just like hitting her prime. Like I keep forgetting like Andrade was a baby at bantamweight. This girl is just 30 years old. 30 years old. She's just almost grown. She's growing into her grown woman strength right now. Yeah, Gabriel, I feel like 125 prospects perform better, and there are more up at 125. Yeah, there are. Yeah, if you go, you really look at the list. You know, I think there's ones you can really back up more. That's why I came up with the triple threat and the quadruple threat. and I can't really come up with one at strawweight, right? Yeah, when you think about it like that, that is why I instinctively just could pick 4. You know, a couple years ago it was Tyler, Manon, Aaron, Miranda, and you got more coming in: Teresa Bleda, uh, Casey O'Neill, Gatto, Kareem Silva. What's the other Silva's name? What's the other Silva's name? The Silvas. Let me just call it that. You got the Silvas. So you got a lot of good prospects there that can make top 15. Strawweight, they just, decent girls. Like I said, those few I named, but overall, yeah, it's kind of hard to really put any of them in that top 15 because they still not ready to cross over. He said strawweight division for 127 is solid, but after that, it really isn't. Yeah. Yeah, everybody else is a little shaky there, Yeah, Natalia Silva. Yeah, Natalia Silva. Yeah, Natalia Silva gonna be a problem at 125, I think. I think she'll get a ranking before some of the strawweights do. All right. Mark said, does anyone feel bad for Carolina in the Suarez? Oh, the Juarez fight. In the Juarez fight. Carolina wants to really make a run. It's a good fight, but I see Juarez KOing her. Yes, Juarez with a J, Mark. I like Carolina, but her defense is terrible. Yeah, I'm picking Juarez by probably set first to second round finish. Yeah, when Andrade was at bantamweight, she didn't know what she was doing. Now she was okay, but she needed to find a home, and when she found a home in strawweight, she was racking up bodies. Y'all want me to go through? Y'all want me to go through Andrade's resume when she was just a strawweight baby? Hold on. I'm gonna pull up her resume from back in 2015, 2016. When she made that move down to strawweight. All right, when she left bantamweight 8 years ago, 6 years ago. Okay, when she left bantamweight, let's look at all of these girls that she was beating. Okay, Andrade made her debut back in 2016. I remember watching this fight. She KO'd Jessica Panay. She choked out JoJo. She beat Angela Hill, who probably put up the best performance, I'd say, as far as survival skills, staying in there. Lost to Joanna, which, that's pretty much a given. Joanna was just too good like that. Goes back on another streak, beats Claudia Gadelia, Tisha Torres, starches Carolina, slams Rose, okay? Faces a little bit of a dry spell, loses to Zhang and Rose. Goes to 125, no success there. Comes back down and beats Lemos. So she destroys and beats a lot of strawweights. Destroying those girls, okay? Mel said, but the strawweights have the most exciting performances, even unranked Jenny Fry versus Poliana Juarez. Are there any flyweight performances like that? Yeah, Jillian Robertson versus Agapova. That was a good fight. Jillian Robertson versus Cachoeira was a good fight. What's the other girl's name I'm thinking of? Natalia Silva and that Jazzy Vicious fight. That was good. Those Jillian Robertson finishes are unranked, but those are good finishes. Who else? Um, that Sabina Mazo and Agapova fight. That was a good, exciting finish. Oh, are you talking about like hands? You talking about just like hand? You talking about knockouts? Well, that's gonna be hard to say because strawweight, like I said, is a striker heavy division, and flyweight is flyweight is grappler heavy division. I said viral finishes. Oh, viral finishes. Molly McCann and her spinning back is. I mean, what's really a viral finish at this point? I mean, you don't. Not every fight's gonna be that type of finish. I mean, a finish is a finish to me. I mean, you're looking for something like spectacular, like Jessica Andrade knocking Carolina out all the time. Not really, you know. You won't always get that. That was kind of a viral finish, like a viral submission. Jillian Robertson, Agapova submission. Boy, that was a crazy. Strawweight division's top girls are elite, that's for sure. Yeah, yeah, they're not going anywhere. Like Weili, Rose, Marina. Rose is gonna bow out on her own, I think. Because I think their skills are still elite. James said it wasn't because of Rose's mental weakness that she lost to Carolina. Carolina school Rose back then, or close to it. I'll tell you how she won: body shots. She was working that body in that fight. Yeah, Rose was in the fight, but there was a lot of body shots. Carolina, when she went to that body, kind of started to work on her a little bit. Paulina said fries. Oh man, funny. Not funny. I just thought it was crazy how she ate that many punches. Fry ate like six, a 6-piece nugget. I was going for Fry too, man. That's what it was. She ate a 6-piece right there in front of our faces, and I was like, "Please cover up, Fry." But it was too late, man. She hit the floor. That was it. Yeah, Gary Baldwin said, "Yeah, she's 37, man. It might be time to go. It might be time to go." Looking out for the sacred fighter. The reason 115 looks more loaded is because you don't have a dominant champion. Yeah, that belt plays hot potato at 115. Yeah, she was done, man. Like she ate that first knee to the body, like her hands were like separated, and she did not cover her face up. She just kept eating them punches, and she was just like hands wide open, and she was just done. Juarez versus Demopoulos could have been viral, but she let Demopoulos get back into the fight, right? Oh man, she disappointed me in that one. Juarez, oh yeah, that was a good one. Nalion, Angela Lee's susceptible to body shots. Will make more money in one. Plus, I don't want to see her in the UFC. Yeah, she be getting killed to the body, man. Stamp, or she put that left hook in her stomach. Gabrielle said 125 prospects perform better. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they do. I have more of a selection to pick from. you know, I think it's two beasts. Two beasts always asking me who is my triple threat for 115. I don't have one. Not yet. Not because I haven't been looking. I mean, there just hasn't anybody that caught my eye. Yasmin Haridi, but she still got to put together a string of wins. But Bliss Mr. Paula, yeah, I mean, that kick, where that kick? That kick hit her in the face or the chest. That thing was loud, boy. I'm not ready for Lismus to come back now. Lamos Montserrat Ruiz, that was kind of a viral knockout, if you want to call something viral. Stan Fairtex will also make more money in one. They'll come to the UFC. It'll be when they're no longer relevant. Yes, some of them, their downfall in the UFC would be being easy to take down. Like Stamp is a good striker, and her grappling saves her in one, but I think she'd be easy to take down in the UFC, like just off of her Muay Thai stance. Hearing balls, Angela Lee's defense is too bad for UFC. Yeah. Well, yeah, knockouts on the feet. Yeah. Oh, because it was an early stoppage. I mean, look at that first punch that landed, though. The way she fell, it was like. So you got to find the perfect time to stop it as a referee. Like the Ebos and Rodriguez fight. If he would have let it stop after that first punch, it would have been like, that's it. We can't even talk about 135 no more, right? 135 ain't really hitting on much. I mean, you got some veterans in there, but look how we just talking about the lower divisions now. We don't even have featherweight. And look, Mel, featherweight will be giving us viral knockouts with them big girls. You still have big girls like Megan Anderson knocking Norman Dumont out, or a whole division where you got Amanda Nunes power. You be getting a lot of knockouts. No referee involvement. Right. Okay. You just want out cold. Andrade Carolina. Oh yeah, what was her name? Not Poliana Mateo, but Viviana Arujo knocking out Toledo Bernardo. Oh man, that atomweight fight in Invicta. Jillian DeCourcy when she knocked out my girl Lindsey Van Zandt. Oh man, that was surprising. That was shocking. That was atomweight, 105, and she clubbed my girl with the right hand, and she was out. She was stretched out. Oh man. I don't know if you've seen that fight, Mel, but yeah, you can YouTube it. James G, what's up, man? James G in the building. He said he's praying for Carolina dub, but that probably won't happen. Yeah, I'm just praying she don't get hurt at this point. Only Nunes and GD are real punches in bantamweight. Well, what about Irene be getting some knockouts? How many girls did Irene knock out in a row? Well, she stopped Macy Chase on with a body shot, but she just knocked out Yana and Ketlin, right? That's impressive. I mean, natural truck power. That'd probably be Nunes and GDR, though, right? Wow, TJ said got to run combo, but sorry in advance about your girl Carla. Wow, man. Yeah, that's what I said. Irene can kind of punch, yeah. Irene got some precision. knocked out Yana, knocked out Vieta. But like, yeah, natural. I mean, like, bricks. Things that Irene got natural power. She's big. Got accuracy. Got accuracy. Where she throws her punches help her a lot. Gabrielle said, I don't think one would let Angela Lee lead because she's needed there. Yeah, she's kind of like their star power, right? If Lee does not perform well in the UFC, then it will look bad. Yeah. I don't think it'll ever come to the point where she gets tested, right? She'll just stay there. If she did, it probably would be like TJ said, maybe just one last time, and just it's like a one last hurrah or something like that. Cash out. Lolita said, "Hey, I listen to Megan Anderson's channel. I like the good fighting house. Yeah, I listen to her channel all the time. Well, I won't say all the time, but when certain fights are coming on, like if I want to hear an analyst pick from one of these fighters or a professional fighter, I like her channel. Yeah, I've been sub to it for a while. Yeah, like I watched her analysis on Lemos and Rodriguez. You know, they'll say you don't like standing TKOs. I do. Because when you knock somebody out and they still stand, and that just shows how quick your power is. Like how quick your power is. It's so quick that the body shuts off before the force can put you down. You know what I mean? Like, or it was just so perfect, you shut the right nerve off without the force of putting them down. Oh well, I mean, I'm thinking standing knockout, not TKO. My bad. I'm thinking of a standing knockout. Running said Karen Bryan and Angela Hill are fun to watch. Yeah, I watched Karen Bryan a little bit. Karen Bryan and Angela Hill, they do talk more WMMA. Megan doesn't really have too much WMMA on her channel. She do like the main fights. I'm sure she'll do Carla Weili, but she don't do a lot of WMMA fights. So, if you want to hear her talk fights, she'll talk about like the main stuff. But if you're looking for like WMMA breakdowns, you really won't find a lot of that on her channel. I mean, she should talk about it, right? She does know what she's on it. One of the invicted commentators. So, um, Megan Anderson. Let's see. Yeah, she did Arujo Grasso, Lemos and Rodriguez. She does the main fight, so I'm assuming she's gonna do Carla Weili. James Perez said, whatever happens with KK, she has 3 more fights at best. That'd be a lot, man. 3 fights. It's a lot to have. Dang. MMA always say Rocky will beat Caitlyn and take her title shot. Well, we just I like Helen Need and Karen Bryant too. Yeah, I like Karen Bryant's channel for the most part. I mean, she's always been kind of real with it. Like since 2014, she's been on the sport covering it that long. Listening to her. Oh yeah, Mel said he covered WMA. Okay, yeah, I never watched his channel. I hear people always mention him to me. I never watched him. I think I said I would play the clip a little one, then I just walked off and did something else. But I'm not. Yeah, I really watched this channel before. So. Because usually when I jump on and look at stuff on MMA, it's not to hear other people. I have certain people I listen to, but yeah, I'll usually just look at fights. Gabrielle said, "Do you think at 125 girls should be looking to be signed to PFL instead of UFC? I think they would have a chance to become champions." Um, no, I don't think so. I think well, let me put it this way, Gabrielle. The younger fighters, the younger girls, the ones that are really green, that are maybe like 2-0 with 4-0, they could sign to PFL with what is the other girl's name they just signed? Decheva. Yeah. They could sign to PFL with her because they're still green. Go to the UFC when you become champion at PFL and then move on. Like, you need experience before you get there. Like, to me, PFL would be like Invicta or LFA for these flyweights. Don't go straight to the UFC. So if you're talking about the young girls, yeah, take the opportunity to go to PFL first. Because you could become a champion and you can move on. Because eventually you do want to get to UFC because, Valentina ain't going to be here forever. These young girls, they have time to grow. So it ain't all about Valentina. They can grow and then eventually come to the UFC. And even now, if they did get signed, they could work their way up. Because like I said, Valentina might be another 3 or 4 years. But the best thing to do is they go to PFL, if they're still green, and don't rush it. Nelson, I'm so confused. Are you having a hard time picking? Why aren't you saying your pick? Yeah, I'm having a hard time. I'm gonna do a video tomorrow, Mel. I'm gonna do a video on tomorrow. Y'all sidetracked me too bad that I can't break it down now clearly. James knows me. See, James knows me. There you go. I'm gonna do a video on it tomorrow, just so everybody can hear it nice and clear. Because I was getting sidetracked so much, and I lost my train of thought. That's the excuse I'm gonna use. Yeah, James said I like to tease. Everyone in their grandmama knows that. Yeah. Mill said Kama better be picking Carla. What for USA? I'm doing it for USA. Yeah. I'm gonna pick Carla for America. Oh, yeah, Zama said Decheva is doing the smart thing, padding her record, making money, etc. Eventually, she'll come to the UFC. Right? Yeah. I mean, Decheva got a long way to go. I mean, there's no rush for her to try to get into the UFC. She's 6-0. She's 23 years old. She's got a good following in PFL. They're backing her in the PFL. She's tall, man. She's 5'8". She's a tall flyweight. So I think that's a good size. Good time to just kind of build herself up. Yeah, like you said, get the money, win some tournaments. Probably gonna make more money in PFL than she did in UFC. And she ain't even got no, high accolades like some of these UFC fighters. So make it work for you. Big George, what's going on? He said, "Hey, I sent you a pic of Shannon Sealy." Yeah, I thought I responded back. I saw it, man. I seen that picture. Yeah, Shannon Sealy. You said you never did interview her, right? Or she never responded, right? Yeah, because she's one of the bodybuilders I said, yeah, has a good shape too. Yeah, she's in definitely in good shape. James G, he said she might make it competitive, but I see her being over aggressive and getting taken down. Carla, yeah, I'm gonna do a video on it tomorrow, and I'm gonna okay, she has responded. Joy, okay, well, they do like some fighters, I guess, huh? Mel said she wants Molly to win. She's fun. Aaron's too young. Aaron's young. She can bounce back. Karen cold-blooded Blanchfield versus the meatball. George said, so anybody had money on Carla? Oh boy. Now ain't a day. I mean, hey, if she pull it off, you might have something in your pocket. But I ain't confident. I ain't got no money for that fight, George. I ain't putting no money on Carla. Boy, I'm about to look back and look at this presser, man. There was these these reporters, they be asking crazy questions sometimes. Oh, Zama got money on her. Zama said he got money on. Mel says Zama got money on. And he might walk away with some money. If Carla wins, how many people you think gonna be crying and mad? Like, are they gonna be really making excuses? No, here's a question. If Carla wins, how many of these so-called fans gonna turn their back on Weili? That's the question. All of these people that are cheering for Weili now, if Carla beats her, are they gonna still be backing their favorite fighter, or are they gonna turn their back and start dissing Weili? Are they gonna pull that too? Genesis, what's up? I want 3 spinning elbow finishes in a row. Let's go, Molly. Dang, she wants to see Aaron win. I want to see Aaron win. She wants to see Molly win. Well, James G, he's riding. Mel said if Carla wins, I'm done with UFC. Literally done watching. James G said his own game for life. Okay, yeah. So he said win or lose, he's still rocking with it. Running ring, he said I'll always stand with Weili. Okay. He should. Just like in this time of frustration, I'm still rocking with Manon. I'm still rocking with Manon. Everybody mad at Manon for not calling. I'm still rocking with her. I did want her to go ahead and call a champ out at the time, but I'm not going to turn my back and say I don't like the fighter. I'm not going to call her a coward. Yeah, realistic. Ekaterina Shakalova and Sabova seem like good prospects. Shakalova, Ekaterina, she's strong. I was watching some of her fights a little while back. Both of them, both of them, I think they're good prospects. Because I was reading this article, and they were a couple of the names that I wanted to see signed as well. Lucia, Shakalova, Bleda, Tanisha Tennant. Bleda, of course, is flyweight, but she's a big flyweight. Like they could all be bantamweights. But Shakalova, she's got a lot of views too. Some of her fights, they be having a lot of views. So she would be like a good addition to the UFC. strong wrestler. I mean, I was looking at a couple of her videos. They be having like 100,000 views, 300,000 views. You know, she's strong too, man. Like she's got a good size to her. Maybe tighten up some things, but maybe put her in there like on a contender series fight. Sign her. I mean, they done worse. Oh, she missing weight. Marcus said she still needs a little bit more time before she gets to UFC due to her missing weight and losing her belt. Hmm. She is she's she's a thick fighter, so yeah, that could be some I could see that being an issue. But she's got some strength to her. She is exciting. In the fights I watched like a year or so ago. Well, no, it was like earlier this year when I was watching some of her fights. George said, anybody knows when Yana is supposed to come back? I don't know. She's been spending time with her family and the baby right now, so I'm not sure when she's coming back. Didn't Jennifer Maya Catchman know with same? Didn't Maya Catchman know with the same kick too? Why does she keep getting kicked? Bad habits. Sometimes when you pull your head back, chin up and pull your head back. So that's something you need to work on. Didn't Maya want Tate? Myra Buena Silva wanted Tate. I know that. I know Myra Buena Silva called out Tate, but Myra Buena Silva is actually fighting. Hold on. Myra Buena Silva called out Misha Tate, but she is getting Lena Landsberg. Dang, Landsberg back again. Mel said, was it from Manon pulling back? Yes. The pullback. They got to stop the pullback. Not everybody can do the pullback. You can't do the pullback when you're in mid-range or in the pocket. Because Caitlin caught her with like a front kick to the face as she pulled back out of a clinch or an attempted clinch. And when her head was down against Jennifer Maya, first round and second round, when she pulled back, Jennifer Maya just threw that kick up and she was in good range and got her 2 times. First round and second round. So, they got to work on that. Yeah, Lena Landsberg got a good right hand. I could see her dropping Myra Buena Silva. I could see Myra Buena Silva coming back and winning, but not before she get dropped. Yeah, I didn't either, Mel. Jennifer Maya said she saw that chin that night and she went for it. Like when she threw that kick up, I was like, dang, that was quick. Zlaynikova, yeah, I remember. Yeah, I think she was on the list of some prospects too that I saw. I say she need a little bit more work. How old is Daria? Let's see. Oh yeah, she young. She's still her. She like mid-20s. Let her get some more work in, and then we'll see. Let's see her come over to Invicta. I tell you a good one, Gabrielle, is I like Melissa Croton. I like her in the PAWFC. She's a Canadian fighter. She's a bantamweight champion for Palace Athena. She has some pretty good striking, pretty good all around game she's working on. James G said, who do you think for Izzy versus Pieta, Chandler versus Dustin? I'm gonna go for Dustin. I'm kind of tempted to pick Pieta. I'm really not sure about that one though. Yeah, I got Dustin too, and yeah, I'm kind of with you. I'm kind of that's my pick. I'm picking Dustin, but I'm not really 100%, and I am kind of hoping Pieta went pull something off. Y'all know Alex Pieta got a sister too, right? She's fighting in LFA I think this week or next week. She's fighting Helen Peralta. His sister got power too, apparently. Dang, George said Alexa Grasso can't duck her behind whooping. It's got to be one of them. Mark Sibonota is very good, of course. I think she's way too slow. Maybe too slow for the bullet. All that string comes at a cost. Yeah, that's what you can't use in strength. Dang, Dustin had hip replacement. Is Jacqueline Amram good? Is her stand-up good? I think her ground game is really good. Her stand-up's okay. It's still developing. I personally think she needed a few more fights with LFA. She won the belt, but they signed it right away. It's going to be like one of them fighters again, Gabrielle. It's going to be a question. Like, she going to be part of that crop of 115ers that I don't know how good they're going to be. We'll see. I honestly think Yasmin Harigi would beat her, though. Amram's good on the ground, very, very good. Her stand-up is still iffy. Very good on the ground. But how is it on the UFC level? I don't know if she's ready. She beat Loveth Young, and she submitted the other girl a few weeks ago. And then they signed her right away, but I don't know. Like, good on that level, but I don't know if she's like going to destroy anybody in the UFC. Have they cut Ramona Pascal yet? I don't think they have, but yeah, I agree, George. She should have stayed in Invicta for a while. Invicta, then went to PFL instead. Nelson Izzy said he's going to take Pieta down and pound him on the ground. Pieta's a strong man. He ain't too long and lean, lanky. He's big and strong. So I don't know. I know this is MMA, but still, he keeps saying it's a different game. But Izzy still remembers what happened. Robot Chicken said Dustin all day. Chandler's too chinny and wild. I love his style, though. I wish UFC signed him sooner. Yeah, I like Chandler's style. I do. I like him a lot. I like what he's bringing, but I like Dustin better. I think Dustin has the leg kicks to neutralize, and I think his right hand is what's really going to change the course in this fight. I like his straight right hand. I think he has the counterpunching skills to slow Chandler down, possibly knock him out too. Oh, he started attacking his legs. You just got to be careful, man. You got to watch out for that explosiveness. Let Chandler kind of blow his steam out. He just start systematically just tearing him down. Chandler got the power to end it, but I'm gonna go with Dustin in this one. Zama said Grasso is well wired, especially for Santos' style of wrestling. Okay. You think Chandler needs to wrestle? Yeah, I don't think he's gonna win some type of rangy stand-up battle unless he lands something real big and gets the respect to Dustin, but he gonna have to close distance, Like, how much taller is Dustin than Chandler anyway? Like, because he gonna have to be in the inside for real. Poirier is what, like, well, yeah, Poirier's about okay 5'9". I always thought of him about 5'11" or something, but yeah, I must say 5'9", and yeah, Chandler's about 5'7". I thought Poirier was a little bit taller than that. But yeah, he's gonna want to get a takedown, and he don't want to mess with the feet. He said Chandler's IQ is 0. Chandler want excitement, boy. Chandler want finishing bonuses. He want excitement. He gonna want lights out. So it's gonna be power. No, believe me, I don't mess with them stats too much because I know he's taller than that. Because I know Caitlin Kagan ain't taller than him. Like, he might be about the same height or a little bit taller than her, but they got him listed short, man. Because they had Rose like way shorter than that too. So I was like, this has got to be wrong. Yeah, James G said Chandler's fun, but it only has 5 minutes. He a good highlight fighter, right? Yeah, I'm gonna watch some of these Katarina fights again. Okay, y'all. Mel said Chikage is not 5'9". They are listed at 5'9". Let me see. With their heels on? Is she 5'9" with the heels on or 5'7"? Yeah, they got her 5'9" across the board. Everywhere I check. I say her ground game is okay. I think it still needs work, and that's what she's working on. Her takedown defense is pretty good though. Like ground game, I can see. I need to see a little bit more. I know her stand up and her control was good, but it hasn't really been tested because her takedown defense has been good on this level, Gabriella. So I think need to see a little bit more from it. But she does work. She does work with. She has worked with Valentina. She has worked with Pavel. She's worked with that team. Now she's working with Angela Hill a little bit. Angela Hill. She can teach us something now. And I'm saying Angela Hill. She's been working her takedown defense. So let this young fighter learn early. She can get something from that. So she's surrounded by a lot of veterans. I think the Shevchenko camp really helped her develop her grappling. We just need to see it tested against competition. Sink said Grasso's volume is better than Val's. Yeah, I think her boxing style, her punch, her combinations are better. She puts more combinations better than Val, but I think Val, is much more educated when it comes to choosing her punches and controlling, with the singles and doubles that she do throw. Yeah. I reached out to her. She's okay. Yeah, George said he had to reschedule his interview with Britton Hart. She got a car accident a few days ago. Yeah, I was on her Facebook. Asked her, she was all right. Yeah, everything's good. Yeah. You got to interview. Yeah, I actually did an interview with her about a year ago. I hadn't reached out again. I've been meaning to reach out to her again since she became champion. I still talk to her. Still talk to her. Cause I was trying. Yeah, last time I tried to reach out was like the end of last year, but just been so busy. But we'll probably yeah, I might talk to her again one day. Try to get her back on. Robot Chick says, yeah, she's married now. It's It's Brittany Beltran. She's married to Joey. Yeah, she's married to Joey Beltran. They just got married, I think, what, this year or last year? Yours said I'll mention your name when we talk. Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah, we did it. We had a good talk too, we were just talking about why she started fighting. And yeah, good conversation because we actually did an interview twice. Because one time we talked for a while she was at the gym, but she lost reception. So she hit me back and she was like, you know what? We can do it again. She was like, I'm sorry, we can do it again. Because I started to just like edit, but she was like, nah, we can do it again to make it better. So, we did it again. And yeah, had a good talk. So yeah, she cool, George. Yeah, definitely. Because she was training for a fight coming up. It was the Page fight. It was the Page fight. Yeah, we were talking during her training camp for Page, and yeah, we had to rebook. And yeah, second time around, yeah, we got through the whole thing. Yeah. Mel said, I think Alexa beats Chikagian. Mel said, what is she been known as injury? Torn ligament. Matter of fact, she just had surgery. She's out now. Yeah, torn ligament during the Chikagian fight. She tore a ligament. And yeah, what did it say? It was kind of crunching. Yeah. Yeah, I actually came across Britain because she knows a couple of the fighters that I know locally here where I'm at. A couple of boxers, a couple of boxers I know down here actually know her. And I was like, oh, yeah, okay, Britain, she be KFC. I was like, I know who that is. So, yeah, that's how I found out about her. Sink said, comment, what do you think about Alexa versus Chikagian 5-round main event since Manone's out? I would rather, I prefer Alexa versus Tyler 5-round main event. I mean, I like that fight. Maybe for some other time, because I like them because they both stand-up fighters. But I prefer if Grasso really want to get tested, I want to see Santos Grasso in a 5-round main event. Gabriel said, I feel like Emily Ducote needs to win against Angela. I feel like it is a must-win for division. Yeah, Emily Ducote, she's some new blood. She's been around for a while, but I would like to see her advance. I like Angela Hill, but I want to see some new blood in the division, man. Lolita said, George, tell her we're praying for her to recover ASAP and get back in the ring as soon as she is ready. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Britain Hart Beltron. Robot Chicken said, Chikagian will look stupid on the feet against Grasso. Sink said, you want to see Alexa lose. Now, what makes you think that, man? I want to see her tested. Think I want to see her lose, man? Come on, man. Zama said by far the best fight in the division. Santos Grasso. Lolita said Santos versus Grasso. Yeah, and then Valentina versus Santos too. Yep. See, Lolita said it. Lolita said Valentina Santos because she said Grasso ain't gonna win that fight. See, Lolita already said it. Lolita said Santos gonna beat Grasso. And then the rematch happens. Mel says she's not out grappling Alexa. According to Zama, she is. Sink said Alexa will lose. Well, I don't want to see her lose, but it's up to her now, man. You in this division, it is up to you to do something that we don't expect. You proved me wrong by beating my pick, Vivian Araujo. Let's see if you can beat Santos. All right, I'm going a little over 3 hours here then, because I already ate, so I'm not hungry. So I'm kind of hungry again, but we'll see. George said, if you think if Jessica Del Boney did get submitted by Jillian, she would got recruited to the UFC. I would say highly likely, George. If she wouldn't have got submitted, they probably would have got her. But it was probably a blessing because they probably weren't going to make atomweight, George, and they probably going to make her move up to 115. And that would have been a crusher for Jessica Del Boney. So it's probably a blessing in disguise. She didn't get moved. She didn't win because they would have made her go to strawweight. Maybe they would have started atomweight. I don't know, but I don't see them going all out for one fighter. Mel wants Chikeg Grass. I like that fight. Don't get me wrong. I used to like it a little bit better last year because of the positions they were in. But I want Santos Grasso now because more rides on it. James says Santos versus Andrade at 125 would be good. Oh, man, that's a good fight. I'd still get Santos in that one, though. Maybe. No, yeah, I am. Alexa will show the bullet how to do it right. Dang. Mel said, isn't it funny that Santos has a loss to Mara and Grasso has a loss against Felice? Grasso just would not let go in that Felice fight. What's crazy about the Santos-Mara fight, Mara was out grappling Santos, and Santos was out striking her, if I remember correctly. That was crazy. Like, Mara was actually doing better. I was like, something's wrong with Santos tonight. Grasso will get crucified by Val. Dang, Saint. He ain't got no hope. He said he ain't got no hope in Grasso versus Santos or Val. James G said, I think Andrade retires Murphy, then goes back down to 115 to fight Weili, Carla loser, in my opinion. I think that's true. I think regardless, she will. I think regardless, she will fight that loser. Win or lose. Rose versus Marina. I'm going to go with Rose in that fight. Mel said you chose Cynthia and Chikeg to beat Andrade. No, I did choose Andrade to beat Calvillo. Almost got convinced. But no, I picked Andrade to stop Calvillo. But I did pick Chikeg to beat Andrade. I thought she was going to use her height and her reach in that fight, but no, I almost got blinded by some people. So I said, Andrade's going to beat Calvillo. Yeah, Chikeg I did pick, though. Thought she was going to use her height and reach, but man, when she did that body shot, I was like, oh, there we go. Mel said, I'm going to need Carla versus Andrade. Basically, she said there's a loser right here. Slick. MMA artist said, how is Carla going to beat Andrade? I don't think it is. It just ain't going to happen. Stop. That's the perfect style for Andrade right there. I mean, Andrade can literally go in there, do what she did to Lemos again if she wanted to. I mean, does that sound too offensive? I mean, no, like, That's just like how Andrade is against somebody small as her. She'll do just like she did maybe against uh Lemos and be quicker. High five. What's going on? High five is that? I just finished my class now, free to make you happy. Oh boy, I'm running on 3 hours here. Probably be on another 10 minutes. Grasso beats Andrade. Dang, Robot Chick said Grasso beats Andrade. How did she do it, Robot Chicken? How did she do it? You got to tell me. How did she do it? Sink said Santos. Santos like top 5 in the last, at the least in terms of size in that division out of 20 fighters. Yeah, her and Manon are probably like the biggest. I say Tyler, Manon, Lauren Murphy, Jennifer Maya, and Andrea Lee. They're all like pretty good size flyweights. Arujo will come in like below them because she's a little bit smaller than them. Grasso actually was looking a bit heftier than Arujo. Grasso should beat Andrade, but it's not for sure. I think it's like a road situation to me. Like he's a Grasso got defense and just won't let Andrade hit her. Yeah, she got that peekaboo defense, that hands-high defense, but I still think getting hit on that guard is still gonna hurt. I think it would be like a road situation where she could pick her apart, but eventually there could be a moment where Andrade get her hands on her and take her for that ride. Gabrielle said, I think Casey O'Neill has a matchup for the UFC for 284. Really? Oh, Sink said Blader is the biggest. Yeah. I forgot about Blader. I guess I'm looking at top 10. But yeah, you throw Blader in there. Blader's bigger than Manon. Or taller than her at least. Yeah, Blader should be a bantamweight at some point. Let's see, Casey O'Neill got a fight coming up. Let's see who it is. I know she talked about moving down to 115. George, I need to speak on Carlos Jean. Been so busy, some things are going on in the bodybuilding world. Yeah, it's been picking up, right? Mark said, I like Grasso, work ethic, skills, and attitude, but it's very possible that if she doesn't take the title shot now, she might not get one again if she has to go through Manon or Santos. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Rose, her footwork is a little bit different to me. Her footwork is different than Grasso's. Like her ability to move off the back foot and angles is what made her and being elusive. Okay, she mentioned in an interview, no names though. Okay. Mel, that is a good question. How come Grasso been in the UFC for so long and still not ready for the title? I mean, you see when Andrade moves around her division, she'd be like, yo, let's go. Marcus Bell's favorite fighter. Gabrielle said, who has the weakest chin at 115 and 125? At 115, I'll tell you who has a really strong one is Angela Hill, boy. He never been finished in all them losses. I guess out of like in the top 15, let me think. Weakest chin, I know at this point might be Carolina, but as far as the top 15 goes, weak chins, Ebos. Ebos is still in the 15 at strawweight. I'd probably say Ebos. Yeah, I'll say Ebos because Tisha Torre has a strong chin. Yeah, I'm gonna say Ebos. Gabrielle, and at 125, Ebos again because she's at 125. it Ebos is in both divisions. Now hold on, let me see. Who's that weak chin? Molly McCann, Calvillo, Tracy. Who in there's been starched? Kayla's got a good chin too. I don't know at 125. It might have to be Ebos again since she's in both divisions. I'm not trying to be funny. Yeah, Mel though. Yeah. Caroline don't get. Yeah, she take a beating. Yeah, she don't get buckled too much. I don't know. Yeah, strawweight I would say Ebos, but James G said at 125. I think JoJo never really been dropped though. But she been dropped like later in her career, like whenever she been rocked in that Jennifer Meyer fight and she got dropped by Tyler. But like who got that chin that just really like shuts off? That's a tricky one, man. That's a tricky one. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look at some fights. Oh man. I'm about done here, y'all. Yeah, Ebos across the board. Because she in both divisions. I think we just gonna say it, man. Ebos. Got a big heart. Got a heart bigger than most fighters. I definitely give her that. These are this old Ebos. Everyone said Lipsky's chin. Yeah, it might be even a little bit more suspect. Now, maybe Antonina. Antonina was getting buckled in that Andrew Lee fight. Dang, Casey O'Neill would beat Lemos with her grappling. You think so? I don't know. Lemos gonna keep that range and put that power on her. Land one of them right hands when she come running in. I don't know though. All right, y'all. It's been fun. It has been live. Good show. Got those picks in, except for the main event. I'm gonna do a video on that, but I'm not sure yet. I think Mel said since I took this long, I have to pick Carla, but not always. But I'm done. I hope everybody had a good talk like I did. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit the like button on your way out. Always fun talking to y'all. I might do a surprise pop-up after the fight night, depending on how good Carla Weili turns out. But we'll see. We'll see. Tune in tomorrow. I'll give y'all my pick for Carla Zhang Weili. I always be teasing. And I'm going to keep on teasing you. So I'm not going to lie and say I'm not going to do it again because I'll do it again. Bet on that. Pick will be tomorrow. See everybody later. Bye to everybody saying bye right there. Subscribe if you haven't. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Peace.